Welcome to the First Choice.
Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. And tonight we're discussing the very violent but beautifully, disgustingly nasty but fucking over-the-top sci-fi classic Robocop. And I'm here with the angry bootneck. How are you doing, man?
I'm all right. I didn't know I was going to be the only one showing my handsome visage on this stream today. Do you want me to return to
you guys always have someone to, warm them up a little bit. Then if they have a good time, we bring them on with another panel, because, I don't want to overstep my boundaries. But once again, I'm so glad you took the time to come down here and discuss this fucking movie with me. Because it's not usually your forte, is it? You're more of a political commentator. But we're both against the whole wokeness that's fucking infecting our culture. And, it's just one of those things as well. And, it's something we can all agree on, and we're all very nostalgic for the stuff that was actually good and well done.
Yeah, anything not made post sort of 2015. I have done a few forays into cinema. I've reviewed several things, but
I saw your Predator 2 one, and it was and it was talking about Prey as well, which I do agree. I really do disagree with the drinker on this one. But I think he's
massively.
I know.
I think he's a bit more liberal than I am. The Drinker's a good movie reviewer, but he's definitely a little bit more left.
Yeah, he is. He is. I don't think he's very political anyway, because he seems to be. I never really. He always seems to keep away from politics, even though he kind of, sort of, or what's the fucking term? Has a bit of a disregard against the woke politics, the hard cultural Marxist politics that seem to be infect our cinema today.
Yeah, I think he's a savvy businessman, isn't he? Because he knows that he'll alienate at least some of the prospective audience and definitely the people that run the platform if you go balls deep in the anti-woke stuff like I have. So, fair play to him. He's good at what he does, but definitely a few wrong takes, and claiming that Prey was a good film is definitely one of them.
Yeah. I have seen him commentate on a little bit, and I think he is starting to think, maybe it was a bad film and I was a bit easy on it. I mean, I've watched a few films myself where I thought that was pretty good, and I watched it again. I'm like, it wasn't as good as I thought it was the first time. There is kind of a lot of, identity politics in there a little bit, which it's just one of those things you miss on the first time.
I'll tell you what I had to work hard to get through, and the Despot said it was like, he gave it like a 4 or a 5 out of 10, didn't he? He said it was a mediocre film, was the new Superman. It was so bad. I pinched it and I still feel like I got robbed. I watch films now because I'm miserable and old and I don't, go to the cinema or sit in front of the TV. I only watch movies when I put them on my tablet and I've got a gym in my garage. I've got like a rowing machine and bike and stuff like that. And I watch them on them. And it took me 3 goes to get through Superman. That's how bad it was. I think that was genuinely like a 2 out of 10 film. It was appalling. I actually turned it off in disgust at the very beginning. You know the bit where, like, have you seen it? Have you seen the new Superman?
Yeah, I've got a review on it. I really fucking hated it. It's there were some good moments. It wasn't as miserable as Man of Steel, but it's all over the place. Nothing makes sense in that fucking movie. What's going on?
It's like bad AI doing all the work, and I do have a hypothesis about that because I've spoken to lots of people who are of the same mind. Where you watch a terrible film and you jump on Google and you start looking into it and see who wrote it and who the screenwriter were, and who that you soon find out that a lot of these people are relatives or in-laws of people that do actually have talent. And I think this is the sort of celluloid version of the weak men, strong men cycle. I think people like Lucas and Spielberg and Paul Vehoeven and people like that actually got where they were on talent. And then I think in the last sort of 20, 30 years, it's just gone gradually downhill. And now all the people getting involved in it are people who don't want to work for a living. So they're all just getting the friends and the relatives involved because people like Spielberg and Lucas understand human emotions. The people writing this drivel understand nothing. And I actually turned it off in disgust at like the 40-minute mark. The bit where basically he's completely idealized and loved by the entire city. And then the second the villain puts a big screen up and says, oh, actually, he's here to have a harem, the whole crowd just goes, oh, we hate him now then. And I was like, so no normal human wrote this script. It's got to have been fed in through a robot.
Yeah, you would have thought someone would have been like, come on, that's fake news trying to smear him. I mean, especially in an age where people are questioning everything they fucking hear these days.
Yeah, it's preposterous. Preposterous. I don't even understand what they're thinking, to be honest. So yeah, I turned it off in disgust, spent about 2 days doing other things, and then went back to it, and then turned it off in disgust about another 45 minutes later, and then finally got around to finishing it. But I thought it was appalling. I thought the Fantastic Four was much better than the Superman remake. If I was going to give them a score out of 10, and again, I love the Despot. He's one of my favourite movie reviewers, but I'm at odds with him on that. I'd give Superman like a 2 out of 10, and Fantastic Four I'd give like a 5.
Yeah, you can tell there's a good film in there somewhere, but it's all fucking butchered. It's all over the place. James Gunn just can't fucking help himself. He has to put in gags every 10 minutes instead of letting us just letting the emotion play out.
Ridiculous. The one of the best Marvel ones was the Winter Soldier, and they got that one right. You can have humor, but it can't kick the ass out of it. Like there needs to be some sort of tension in there. And that Superman film was just appalling. It didn't know what it wanted to be. Didn't know what it was doing. The people who wrote it don't understand human behaviour. There was nothing good about it. It was shocking. So yeah,
it's like they're written by robots. When, especially since we're talking about a film about a robot that actually has human emotions or starts rediscovering them. Anyways, but this is a good palate cleanser. You know, you watch a shit film that's out today, and then you can watch a classic like fucking Robocop because. This is so over the top, but it gets everything right about a man rediscovering his humanity. And there is kind of this good little commentary, like someone is losing his humanity in a world that's become really cold, like the metal surrounding him in some way. Because I think it was kind of like a commentary on Reaganomics back in the 80s. And the more I watch it, I do kind of see little hints of the Dark Knight Returns from Frank Miller in Robocop, especially when you start seeing the newsreels sprouting all the exposition of all the shit that's going on.
Yeah. Oh no, I think Robocop's a 9 out of 10 film. It's spot on. But again, I'm biased because I'm a fat, bald, middle-aged wanker who grew up watching films like this. I think I watched Robocop when I was about 8. My old fellow was not one of them who wouldn't let you watch 18 or R-rated movies. So I watched that when I was a kid. I love the part where the bloke gets hit by the raw sewage, and for some inexplicable reason, it basically turns him into sloth.
There's loads of like right, man.
What Paul does really well is he always like makes stuff up as long as it looks cool. He's like, it reminds me of like a 40k gamer, the rule of cool. You can bend the rules or break them as long as it's cool. And Verhoeven, he does that all the time. On Total Recall, when Arnie's the villain's eyes start bulging out their head when they go out at the door. I'm pretty sure that's all ludicrous fiction. If you asphyxiate, you don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's been no there's been no basis on that in real life, but fuck it, it looks cool, doesn't it? And it does sort of make
and that's all you need. That's
yeah,
all you
it
need.
puts you on edge as well. You're starting to thinking, is the oxygen going to come before Arnie's head explodes? It's
exactly, yeah. So the rule of cool's worth a lot, and I think Paul Vehoeven understands that very well. Robocop's a classic film. I don't think there's very little to slag it off about. The pacing's amazing. You don't get bored watching it when you're a 10-year-old. You know what I mean? When you're a kid, you've got a short attention span, and they get down to the action nice and quick. So it's a great film.
I know, and it's you can sort of, it's one of those films where it kind of is like a dumb action film, but at the same time you feel smarter watching it. You kind of because it does a lot of things right. I mean, these news clippings as well, that fills you in on the world that it's establishing the world that's going on. This is a dystopian world that's become incredibly corporatized and cold now. I mean, even the newsreaders are like smiling and being happy while they talk about all these horrible things that are going on in the world. It's like, yeah, it's kind of rings true to mainstream media when you think about it. You know, just these guys all dressed up real well, but there's no real emotion in there. There's something very phoned in and superficial about their attitudes towards everything.
Yeah, but again, it is sort of satirizing real world politics, isn't it? Like all three of his films, of his big, great films, which would be Robocop, Total Recall, and Starship Troopers. All three of them are superb, and all three of them are basically black comedies almost. Like,
oh yeah,
Total Recall's like laugh out loud funny all the way through.
Yeah, it's sick as fuck, but it's funny sick as fuck. Like, I mean, a yuppie gets blasted into like human lasagna, and everyone's kind of like, it's a glitch, it's a setup, we'll fix it.
Yeah, no, it's a class film. I think of the three, what would you say is your favourite of the three?
What, of the Robocop movies or the Paul Vehoeven movies?
The three Paul Vehoeven movies I've just mentioned.
It is hard. I love Total Recall, I love Arnie, but I think Robocop is the more emotional, while Total Recall is the more mysterious, because you're still wondering if this is all in his head, or is he lobotomized from the recall machine?
Yeah, no, I think all three of them are class, but I think out of the three I'd pick Total Recall.
But this is also real clever at this beginning.
Robocop's a 9 out of 10 film.
It is. And this is real clever as well, because it's not just filling you in the world, it's setting up a lot of characters as well. It's putting in exposition without feeling like a forced exposition dump. You know, it's like, okay, this is the information we're getting on these characters, you know, and there's that line, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. I mean, yeah.
Well, I think that's what he does really well, is he uses the sort of newsreaders and the adverts and the sort of newsreels to put some lightheartedness into it, rather than what they do nowadays, which is, I mean, you've all seen it in anything they've made in the last 10 years, these talentless hacks who've got the jobs because of who the parents or the mates are. They just do massive exposition dumps by annoying, unlikable characters.
Exactly. There's a way to get exposition dumps in here as well without it sounding like exposition dumps. Like, you know, and the news is something like that. It's throwing in a lot of information organically as well, and that way you fully know what is going on with this world and what kind of future they're in. So yeah, people in the chat, sorry, let me acknowledge you. English Batchers, thanks for joining me. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I don't know if you're from Angry Bootneck's channel and you've come on here. Thank you anyway. So yeah, Drew Gordon, a regular man. Thank you very much. Slasher Fred. And who else is in there? Come on. Now, small audience for now. So yeah, we'll see what happens later. I think we'll probably get more. We'll probably get Nick's on, because he's a regular, and he's if you want someone to roast you on your stream, he's the man for it. Very clever guy. So hopefully we'll see him later. So yeah, this is apparently Detroit today. And honestly, I can believe that, especially with the way Detroit has been for the last, ever since the automobile market kind of got shut down in that city. It's kind of become a bit of a wasteland, apparently, and still to this day. Oh,
it's a proper dump, Detroit. I think it's got some of the worst crime and homelessness statistics in the United States. Yeah, so again, life imitates art, doesn't it? Clearly, they did the homework when they plotted to put the film in Detroit. It suits it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this Blue can't make it because he's seen that Michael Chiklis film, Senior, which actually does look pretty fucking good, and it's done by Angel Studios, who did Hope for Freedom, and they're one of the only few movie studios at the moment who aren't doing the whole let's get some woke DEI crap in there. No, they actually seem to want to make movies.
What's the film called?
I think it's called Senior.
Senior.
Yeah, Michael Chiklis.
Oh, I like him. He's the bloke from he's the bloke from
The Shield.
The Shield. Yeah, that was. I watched that all the way through, like, 'cause I'd never heard of it, and then when I was in Afghanistan, I watched like 6 seasons of it or something.
Yeah, I've been watching it with Lance on the Outcast. I've been doing it with Lance on the Outcast. He's actually friends with the Critical Drinker as well, and I'm waiting for him to do season 3 of The Shield. But he's been so busy as well, doing like short films for Drinker, and he's doing his own play in October, which I'm going to go to later as well. So I'm hoping sometime next year we start talking about season 3 of The Shield, because it's been my proper watch through of that show, and it is fucking amazing. I can't wait to go through more of the seasons of it.
Spot on show. Really, really good. They did that clever thing where you sort of the anti-hero, where the first 2 episodes you absolutely hate Vic. You're like, oh my God, this guy's like scum. And then by the end of season 1, you're actually rooting for the bloke and you hate Vader, don't you? It's cleverly done.
Yeah. I mean, one of my guys who's a big fan of The Shield as well, he's been rewatching it recently, and he's like, you know what, I used to like Vic, but now I don't. I mean, he's kind of a manipulative sociopath, and he's right, and he's fought in Afghanistan as well. He's ex-army, and he's one of my regulars as well. He's done a book and everything.
How can he have been under any illusions about him being a manipulative sociopath?
Yeah.
When he basically executes.
I think when he was younger, anyway, he kind of cheered him on, but now he doesn't like him. He's like. And he's kind of admitted to being no different from him in his younger days, to be honest. He's admitted a lot about his past. Not polite, but very honest, though.
Right, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I thought it was quite cleverly done for that reason, because obviously he knows he's a sociopath. He executes that guy in the first episode.
Yeah,
he's still like why it's clever.
Yeah, he's not a psychopath, is he? He's a sociopath. He still has empathy towards, certain people of, certain occasions. But if he was a psychopath, I think he would be a lot more likable, because psychopaths have no empathy.
Yeah, well, at the end of the first episode, you hate him, and then by the time he's setting the Alsatians on the pedos and that, you're like, actually, I quite like this bloke. So it's just one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just sending the link to anyone else who wants to pop on that way. When you get on, I'll have another guest anyway. So yeah, because I didn't know you was out of the country. I mean, 11 a.m. where you are. I mean, yes. Where are you anyway? Yeah.
California.
California. Jesus Christ, man. Hope you got the marshmallows. Shit.
Well,
bad joke.
Better than Middlesbrough.
Yeah. I've not been to Middlesbrough, so on the way I'm hearing probably best not.
No, it's probably the only place only place in the world that fucking Hull can actually look down on.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of accepted it way too much as well. I mean, we used to be a bit of a thriving town with the whole fish, but then the EU fucking got involved, and we're still trying to get that back as well.
It'll never happen. The sociopaths that rule the world with an iron fist will never let it happen.
Yeah, it's just sending it in the link. Whoops, 1 minute. Give me a second. Edit something out.
I put this on my Facebook and my Twitter, so if we can get some people in. I'm not sharing it on my YouTube channel because I'll get demonetized, and I've had about 17.
Yeah, they look for anything to demonetize people, don't they?
I've had about 17 bans off them over the last 5 years, so I'm not taking any chances.
Yeah, I think I've had like a lot of copyright claims. That's the worst I've had. I mean, I had like one block, and that was it with Deadpool versus Wolverine, and partial blocks on that Joy No, that Christmas one about the World War II soldiers and the Christmas trolls.
Oh yeah,
really pissed me off as well. So this is where we meet Murphy as well. You can see everything's fucking bad. There's a strike going on as well because even the police station has been bought out by OCP, and they're threatening to replace them as well with machines, which is kind of relevant today as well, especially when you've got AI and more machinery working these jobs that ordinary people used to work. And
Oh, we'll have Robocoppers in 10 years. I guarantee.
Oh yeah, yeah, but they won't be as heroic as Murphy. They'll be proper full-on fucking government drones shooting anyone who sends a tweet.
Yeah, that's why it's funny, because there'll be Ed
I know.
209 one. That's
Well, yeah,
what we'll
'cause it's like
that's
it's
what
kind of
we're
like a
getting.
defense mechanism, isn't it? You know, you watch this stuff, recognize it, and laugh because it's like coping with the harsh realities of the world when you see this stuff.
Yeah, we're not getting Robocop. We're getting Ed 209. That's who Klaus is going to unleash on the world.
Yeah, fucking bollock face in the robe. I've seen those pictures of him as well. It looks like he's about to fucking sacrifice a goat, and he's telling people, "Yeah, trust me. I will rule the world, and you'll be happy." Oh,
Dr. Evil.
Man.
It's definitely happening. Yeah. It's definitely happening. Again, so many of Paul Vehoeven's films have basically predicted the future. That's why you've got to give the man some credit, haven't you? He definitely knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I like the fact that this is like nearly 40 years. This I would not be surprised if this police station in Detroit actually looked like that now in real life, because it's all worn in. There's paint coming off everything. The lockers look all rusted, and you got fucking women in the dressing rooms as well. And this was before Starship Troopers.
It won't have been renovated, will it?
No, it won't. Yeah, because everyone's cheaping out, aren't they? They're too busy spending the money on coke and hookers to actually renovate these police stations to be, actually workable.
Yeah, like I said, Detroit is a shambles, and it was in the 80s, and it still is now. So he obviously did his homework, choosing that as a town to set it in.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how the non-American directors end up making the most American fucking movies. It's crazy as hell. John Woo makes like the most over-the-top action movie with Face Off, and he's not even American. I love that. I kind of love that a little bit. Even some of the guys like Simon West, who did Con Air, he's British, and he makes one of the most American movies ever.
Well, American culture is so powerful and all-encompassing. Yeah. We all grew up with it. I don't think you need to. It's probably the only country in the world where you don't need to really spend any time there to be able to still make a picture that's sort of culturally accurate. Because we get bombarded with it from an early age, don't we? It's even worse now. Like, at least in the 80s, when I was a lad, we still had a British TV industry. We used to watch Trapdoor and Postman Pat and Cosgrove Hall cartoons and Danger Mouse, and they were all made in the UK. But now, I think the whole world's just consuming the same slop from the United States.
I know. I think that's why most people are going to like the Korean stuff as well. I mean, Jesus Christ, All of Us Are Dead is probably one of the best horror shows I've watched in a long time. It's brilliant, and a good little twist on the whole zombie genre. But yeah, obviously the police. Yeah, it's good. I'll check it out. Check it out. It's worth watching, even though you'll probably end up getting confused by most of the stewards, because they all have the same haircut, they all have the same fucking green blazer and everything. So you kind of have a little bit of a hard time there differentiating some of the characters.
Isn't that a bit of a racist trope? They all look alike.
Probably is a little bit. Yeah, probably is. I'll get cancelled, but they probably say the same thing, like, you bloody BTs, you all look the same. You white people look the same.
Yeah, I'm sure they all concede the fact that they look a lot more alike than we do.
Yeah, even the fucking Chinaman are like going, "Hey, you're Jackie Chan. Hey, fuck you, you're Jackie Chan." What? Oh,
yeah, the Spider-Man meme without masks.
Yeah, but I like how he takes out the name off the locker as well, and this guy who's been referenced earlier in the news has not fucking made it.
Mm.
So yeah, they're losing coppers as well. No one's really caring. The people who are running the police station, the yuppies who now own it, they have no, empathy to any of the officers. They're just thrown in the fucking meat grinder. That's it. And this is where you get introduced to Nancy Allen's character. And this was the first time I saw Nancy Allen, and she never did it for me. Then I see her in movies like Kerry and Blowout, and I'm like, you know what? She's kind of fucking hot.
And I think the purpose didn't go for a woman who was like a proper sex symbol. They wanted it to be a sort of gritty, more realistic film, didn't they?
Yeah, because Nancy Allen is very attractive, and I think this is a good sort of reason. Like, listen, you've got no time to look sexy, all right? People are dying. There's crime everywhere. People are willing to kill you on the streets just for any reason. So, best you can do is just look fucking tough, keep armed, and just stay alive, and that's it.
Yeah, for Hollywood depict the last as best they could, who looked sort of normal. I think that's something that Hollywood get wrong, and I think that's what the British do better. When you have like, basically, if every single bird in your film is a 9 out of 10, it sort of it makes it difficult to suspend disbelief. I think if you go watch really good dramas from the UK or good cinema, they have women who, you know, wouldn't look out of place in Morrison's or see them in the petrol station. And I think that's the one advantage we have in Europe over the sort of Hollywood industry. Definitely, with a film like this where it's supposed to be gritty, it doesn't work. If you've got like Scarlett Johansson playing Murphy's partner, it doesn't work for me. It sort of ruins the verisimilitude of it, right? You want to really get into it. That's something that annoys me as a nerdy sort of comic book guy. It's not the focus of my YouTube channel, but I know tons about comics and movies, really. Like, I spent sort of 25 years collecting comics. I collected comics voraciously from the age of about 10 to like 30 odd. I think I quit when I was about 32. So I'm mega read up on comic books. And I think this type of thing is something that annoys me about the critical class, because, it's been covered by Despot, for example, talking about how when you get normies who don't really understand your critique and they'll just call you like comic book guy, and they'll say things like, "Oh, why have you got a problem with X, whatever ludicrous plot device they use in a superhero film, for example, when you can fully accept the fact that, you know, Spider-Man can jump 50 feet in the air and throw cars at people," and you're like, it's all about it making sense in universe. I think the excellent analogy that the Despot used is, oh, well, if they're all just going to use magic and throw fireballs and that, why doesn't Aragorn just use a chain gun at Helm's Deep?
I know, it's like...
it's not that difficult of a concept to grasp, is it? Like, it needs to make sense in the universe. So Spider-Man and Captain America are fine, but you can't just throw in random things from other series and suspend your belief in what's happening on the screen. And I think if they picked some banging 9 out of 10 hottie for his partner, it'd sort of fuck it up a little bit. I think
it would have been,
picking normal people.
You want to accept that she's still a cop. Like, she's too busy surviving. She has no time to get her makeup on and doll herself up. It's so I do like that as well. And she still does look very pretty. It's just it's kind of that sort of downplayed beauty. It's kind of like Sarah Connor in The Terminator. She was a good-looking woman, but at the same time, she looks like an ordinary woman as well. You could sort of see down the supermarket and sort of not think twice, but still kind of see some kind of beauty there. But and I don't like
that's what I'm saying. I'm glad they didn't cast Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, because it is a very gritty. Angelina Jolie would have been so young back then, and. But I do like how gritty this is as well. I mean, everything, when you're not in the corporate offices that look very slick, you're in the streets that actually look like it's just a nuclear bomb has fucking hit it. It's like they just recycled sets from the movie Threads. So, and I do like the relationship between, Nancy Allen's character and Murphy as well, because even though they don't really know each other that well, I mean, I do like how he's a bit cocky as well. Like, I always like to drive to break in a new partner. So you kind of get a little sense of who Murphy is as a character before his unfortunate accident with Bodica. And we're also getting Miguel Ferreira as he's mentioning something about a project as well, but he's still kind of the underdog. But you can see he's very ambitious as well. He's willing to climb that ladder. He doesn't care who he has to sort of kiss up to or who he has to fuck over. It's and you can tell he's having a ball playing this character. And you got Tom Noonan as the old man, and he's kind of a ruthless shark, but at the same time, he's painted as a villain. He's just a guy doing his job. Like, he has to be ruthless because that's the job he's picked. So there's
same geezer in it. It's the same old fella from Total Recall. He's a good villain in it.
Yeah, Ronnie Cox on the right. Ronnie Cox,
like a slippery bastard, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think this was the first time he got to play a villain because he was mostly playing good guys. I mean, you see him in Deliverance. He's a pretty fucking nice guy who actually dislocated his arm in real life for that scene, and he was Bogomil in Beverly Hills Cop, and he's this really likable sort of but very sort of strict authority figure. But at the same time, he doesn't come across as a stick in the mud. He's a guy doing his job. That's it. But he's still he still shows to be very respectful towards Axel Foley, despite his a bit more, what's the term, rough approach.
Well, Deliverance, there's a film.
That is a brilliant film,
I watched that when I was about 10. That scarred me for life. It's weird. Terminator and Predator and Robocop didn't bother me when I was 10, but Deliverance definitely did. Deliverance and Scum, they were the two. You remember that shit when you're 10 years old. Violence was 10 a penny at the time, but brutal scenes like that, but you go, holy shit. The ironic thing is, when I watched that as a child, I swore I'd never, ever go to America. And then 20 years later, I took a job in Alabama, and I went, whoa, I've moved to the place where they fucking filmed it. So that was an amusing irony when I turned up there.
And this film, oh God, I'm not going to lie. I was like, first time I watched this, I didn't know what to fucking think because, this is where Ronnie Cox introduces the EDL as well. It's going to be like this big fucking thing that's going to take down crime, and this poor little yuppie guy just gets blasted. He's innocent as well. He did not deserve to die like that, but it's like...
I like how gory it is. This is what I'm saying about the pacing being great for a 10-year-old, because the bit where the guy just gets chewed to meat by Ed 209's chain guns is just fantastic to watch when you're a 10-year-old kid. I loved it.
Yeah, Enzo, how you doing, man? Fucking hell.
Good. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. I woke up and saw you were doing this and was like, well...
It makes sense for you to come on as well because you've got that Robocop avatar. Yes.
Good,
this is my favorite movie. I've seen it a million times.
Yeah, you've mentioned a lot of movies, but I don't think you've ever mentioned this as your favorite. Otherwise, I would have asked you probably first as well. So yeah, it's good to get you.
Oh no, I mean it's definitely top 5, if not my favorite. It has the most rewatchability for me.
It is. It's smart as well. It's a smart movie. It's a dumb action film with smart commentary. I like that. It's like Demolition Man.
Ed Neumeyer, the guy who wrote it, is a very smart man. Even though they both. They kind of did try the same thing with Starship Troopers and accidentally made like one of the most based movies ever, trying to lambast a bunch of fascists. But this movie actually hits it on the head. They tried to make fun of capitalism and corporatism and 80s action movies and materialism, and they did all that. So this one actually works better, I think, than Starship Troopers, even though I love Starship Troopers. But yeah. The boardroom scene. So this is how you start a movie, Yeah,
it is. I mean, it shows you just how fucking harsh this world is as well. I mean, how how cold these people are.
Oh yeah, the fact that Kinney's about to die and they're in the elevator later, like, well,
that's like,
I can't wait to get that promotion.
Yeah, it's hilarious how little they make of it, don't they? It shocks them for about 10 minutes, and then nobody cares that a guy got.
That's why I said last week to RT that you got to be a sick fuck to like this movie because it's very mean spirited and it doesn't care.
So I love the because I watch this movie all the time, and it was when I think the Criterion collection of this was the first Criterion version I ever bought on DVD, and this is where it had the famous extended Ed 209 scene, and it was like the first time I had seen it.
Yeah, it really blasts him, doesn't it?
It's like those two like 1 second long insert shots of his chest like exploding with bags of blood is like
it's amazing.
It's definitely the bloodiest gunshot death of all time for sure. I can't think of any.
Oh, he even really does. He does not fuck about on the squibs. I mean, every time I see someone get shot on a Vehoeven film, it's like he put in twice the power of the normal squibs to just explode more blood, just to make it even more nastier and juicier.
And I want to say Kinney's the son of somebody famous, like a singer or something. But he said that those squibs fucking hurt. Like,
well, yeah, because you got explosives going on.
They're like little explosions on your chest. Yeah. Oh man, I've always said, guys, if I've always wanted to be in a movie and die a horrific scarecrow death with squibs and stuff, even if I don't have any lines, I would love to be in a movie and get shot a bunch and die. That would be amazing.
Yeah, this guy probably has people going up to him asking for his autograph, saying, "Hey, you're the guy that got turned into a fucking human lasagna in Robocop." It's like, yeah, that's me. Oh man, And he's got that wild-eyed innocence as well to him as well. Like he's probably a nice guy who should not be in this job. Because you got to be a ruthless fuck to be in this job. He does not have the look of a ruthless guy, and he gets killed for it. Just because this thing goes wrong, just because Dick probably didn't look through all the glitches like he should have done first.
But I love the, like omni consumer products, like the spiel he has before this, where like, they're privatizing the military and, corporate, they're buying like real estate. They're doing all, they have their little fingers and everything, like BlackRock, now they're trying to corporatize the police station. The police, corporate, the police are no longer, a public entity. They're corporate. It's amazing. Privately owned.
He was very forward thinking, Paul, wasn't he? He knew what was coming. This is what we're going to get. Except because our evil overlords are much cleverer than the villains in movies, they'll definitely be able to go up and down the stairs. I guarantee you that. You won't be able to escape from the real life Ed 209 by running up a couple of flights of stairs.
Well, what's that metalhead from Black Mirror? Like, yeah, the idea like tiny little Ed 209s that are like the size of little dogs. Like that's the future. That's the way to go. That's the scary shit.
Yeah, I need to rewatch the sequels again.
Yeah.
So,
what was that, Luke?
Yeah, I need to rewatch the sequels again because it's been a long time. But I do remember you mentioning the puppy thing. Yeah, they do that with the EDL on Robocop 3, don't they?
Yeah, 2 wasn't anywhere near as good as 1. Definitely
no, but
not.
2 is good though. 2 is fun. 2's like definitely got the same vibe as Robocop, like extremely violent, extremely funny. And Frank Miller wrote it. Frank Miller has a cameo in it, or a small role anyway. And I do love Tom Newman as Kane.
Yeah, he's always good, Tom Newman. He is. Every time I see him, he's always good.
But yeah, the problem too is it lacks that what makes RoboCop so great. And it was only until I watched it again when I was like in high school, because I grew up watching this movie as a child, which is hilarious because it was the 80s, because you had RoboCop toys and games and comic books. So naturally, the little kid's going to watch RoboCop. But when I watched it in high school, especially when I got the Criterion version, I forgot how like emotional this movie is, which is really what makes it stand out from all the other schlock.
Especially when RoboCop starts to regain his memories and he's walking around in his family's house that's just empty and full of memories. That it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's no words are said apart from in the flashback, but no words are said from Murphy. You can see it in his face. A lot of stuff is coming back to him, and he is pissed off.
Avenging your own death, especially when you're actually dead. Not like, oh, they thought you were dead. It's like, no, he literally dies, comes back from the dead, and kills all the people that killed him. It's amazing. A tale as old as time.
So thanks very much, Jamalama, for showing up. Proctophalia, I've sent the link anyway. So Blood Colors, thanks for the super chat. Love this movie, Senior. So complex, never gets solved. Yeah, it never does. Yeah.
Also,
as well.
Wait, so Ed Neumeyer, he's the writer. He's obsessed with World War II and the Holocaust. So I can't remember what the scientist's name is. It's like Mackenmeyer or something, some famous World War general. That's his name.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, so have you got the trivia on? Because you seem to be the trivia king. So
no, I just literally I've watched this movie with like commentary on.
Yeah, very funny commentary. Low Toxic. We mentioned you earlier about the shield earlier. So yeah. Me so sorry. Oh yeah, about the Chinese thing. Okay.
My favorite about the
another
scene
villain
is
in the movie other than Clarence or Richard is the failed Robocop prototype Ed 209. Yeah.
Well, I love when he drops the gun and they keep counting down, and obviously something bad's gonna happen, and he starts like running towards the other people, and they're like, "Get away!" Like pushing him away from him.
You're not gonna get me fucking shot.
Stand over there.
You would do that, wouldn't you? It's got 2 chain guns. You'd be like, "Fuck off! Stand over there."
Yeah, that would turn the whole room into mincemeat just by him standing around now.
Yeah, it also just shows you how stupid Dick Jones is. Like the idea that, like, okay, well, we have this military walking tank. Imagine this thing like enforcing like jaywalking laws and stuff. Imagine this thing like on the street, like telling you,
That's the thing. It's like good ideas on paper, but they never think of the consequences later because it makes some money.
It's such overkill.
It is overkill and oversight.
I like how the old chairman, like, just sort of, he's disgusted because he thinks it's going to cost him money, but he's nothing. He's not in any way remotely horrified. He just sort of shakes his head like, "Oh no, this is going to cost."
Like I said,
I'm very disappointed in you, Dick.
It's the most violent thing ever, and that's all he says. Dick. Very disappointed.
He doesn't flinch. He doesn't fucking flinch one bit. I love it.
Yeah, he's a badass. That guy. He made Chris Kyle look like a pussy. That ruthless suit there.
I know.
And then Miguel Ferrer just comes right in.
Yeah,
Sir,
he just developed the Robocop program. It's like he goes right over. It's like, listen, this guy fucked up, but you know what? I can save your ass with the thing I got. And it looks like he's going to be in the big leagues as well now, isn't he? He's like, fuck it. He's got he's managed to find the doorway to the top of the ladder, and he's about to walk right through it. And Dick does not like it.
Yeah. He tries to even tells him, he's like, well, we'll have a secretary or someone reach up to you. He's like, shut up, Dick. Like, well, I want to hear what this young man has to say.
It's kind of like he's kind of like a commentary on the yuppies in the 80s as well, when they used to say, we're gonna fucking kill that guy, but they always meant financially. But then it's like, we're gonna make a killing, and guess what? They are fucking killing each other.
Yeah, I do like how this black guy is in all 3 RoboCop movies.
Yeah, he is as well. I think he was in Dirty Harry 2. Magnum Force is one of Harry's unfortunate partners that meets a very messy end.
Now, Ed Neumeier was talking about how, when he originally came up with the idea, it was the idea of, an actual robot cop, learning to feel, kind of like Short Circuit. But then he came up with the whole cyborg thing. And I remember, he's saying, he would go to these, Hollywood parties and stuff. And they'd be like, so what are you working on, Ed? And he'd be like, oh, it's called Robocop. And they would all look at him, in silence. And he'd be like, damn, I need to come up with a better name for this movie.
It sounds
apparently,
it sounds so dumb as well.
Down,
awesome.
Apparently, he wasn't going to do the film, and his missus talking into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's something here, is what she said. There's something going on. There's something deeper here. Because, that's the idea. It's like, let's make a movie that makes fun of 80s action movies that were popular at the time, but also be a really good 80s action movie.
Yeah, and it's got some humanity as well, because it's about a man who's he's basically like Jesus Christ. He is tortured and then he's killed and then he's resurrected, but this time as a badass, vengeful cyborg. And now to this scene as well, this is a very good little moment as well, which is a nice little setup as well for a later scene where these two are sort of getting to know each other as well, and he's talking about how his son watches this show called TJ Laser. He flips the gun and everything, and I want to be just like him because I want my boy to look up to me. And it shows he's a good copper as well. He's a good father, and he wants to do his job honestly as well. And she's kind of finds him a little bit endearing. And it's,
I do like their 80s, their future coffee cups, which are they look like they're rigid plastic. And they have a round top and a square bottom, so they've got these little angles, these corners on them, just little touches like that. But
that's the thing when you see Peter Weller here he's not very incredibly big or built or muscular. He looks very average, doesn't he? But then you see him in the suit, he looks very imposing.
They had to get a very skinny guy because they originally wanted Arnold Schwarzenegger to do it because he's the Terminator, and they were like, how ridiculous he'd look in the outfit, which Rob Bottin made. So. Yeah,
we were talking about that, before you came on. It's the gritty realism of the show of the film is what makes it good. If they put Arnie and some super hot 10 out of 10 actors in RoboCop, it wouldn't work. It doesn't. I like the way it looks, sort of grim and grimy and realistic almost.
Yeah.
How are you doing, man?
It's a bit hungover. made some poor decisions last night, and
that's a good reason to come on the stream, mate. Hungover. Always is. It always is.
I don't know if you guys are talking about it, but when Lois makes her first appearance, she takes her helmet off. She's supposed to have this big head of hair, fall out, all fucking awesome style. But then they were like, well, then we'd have to deal with the hair the rest of the movie. So let's just chop it off. Let's just have her have short hair.
Yeah, you don't want any hotties in RoboCop. It'd spoil it.
And honestly, Nancy Allen is hot. If you haven't seen, what's that Brian De Palma movie she did with the
Dressed
Stalker?
to Kill, is it? Or Blowout?
Yeah, Dressed to Kill.
She gets fucking naked in Carrie.
She's nowhere near. She's nowhere near Sharon Stone, though, is she? That's what I'm saying. And he used her in Basic Instinct, right? It's. I think he definitely knew what he was doing. He went for a sort of more homely looking lass for Peter Weller's partner than a 10 out of 10 banger like Sharon.
She was obviously a tomboy in school growing up.
Yeah.
Great Wife Sweeney, thanks for joining us on the chat, and hope we can see you on more streams later on.
Mhm.
She's got her bubble gum. That's also a great little
Yeah.
thing she does.
Yeah,
I
she
just
does
wish
the
he'd
tomboy
carried
thing
on.
very well.
I just wish he'd carried on making these type of films because, again, we discussed this before we started. Like Total Recall, RoboCop, and Starship Troopers are three of the best films of the decade. And he, being Dutch, had to go and make a bit of soft pornography shite. It's not
I like his more recent movies, like The Black Book and shit. Like he hasn't made a single bad movie, Paul Verhoeven. I don't think. Even Showgirls, I love. I love him. I love
He's
Showgirls.
entertaining for all the wrong reasons, but yeah.
Showgirls is like, right, my argument with Showgirls is, right, it's like the equivalent of FHM magazine. I used to joke about this.
Yeah.
When I was out in Afghanistan and guys would get FHM magazine sent out, I'd be like, listen, if you want to read something, read Lord of the Rings. If you want to pull yourself off, read a porno mag. FHM is like a shit happy medium, and that's my problem with Showgirls. Like, if I want to watch a film, I'll watch RoboCop. If I want to watch some filth, I'll watch some hardcore pornography. I don't see the point in Showgirls. It's like a
Showgirls
happy
is
medium.
funny, but also it's a remake of All About Eve, which is about actresses. But they just made it Showgirls. But yeah, it's got like that whole thing about like the the T-shirt slogans peppered throughout the whole movie. Like she talks in T-shirt slogans and shit.
Oh, it's not a bad film. I think it's cleverer than I thought when I was 14 and I was watching it enthusiastically. But then I found a VHS under my dad's bed and didn't bother with Showgirls again.
I mean, obviously, Showgirls is one of Paul Verhoeven's worst movies, but it's still pretty good. I still like it.
I was a big fan as a lad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, fucking hell. Why not? I mean, this is it's basically a lads movie, isn't it? I mean, so this is where they're chasing down these. They get a call in. There's this big robbery. It's Bodica and his gang, and we've got this. I've got his name. Is it Leo Silver? His name in real life? Because I've seen him on loads of stuff as well as an older man, and every time I saw him, I was like, "What the fuck have I seen him in?" I'm sure I've seen
this guy. Is what's his name? Ray something, right? No,
Ray Silver.
He's in a bunch of.
Isn't it?
No, he's in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
he's in Twin Peaks and a ton of good stuff. What's his name? Come on.
Yeah, because when I was watching all the stuff he was
Ray
in lately,
Wise.
I was like, what's he in?
Ray Wise is his name.
Yeah, Ray Wise. That's it. Ray Wise. Fucking
and he
hell.
plays Leon Nash.
Yeah, he's a good actor as well. Very, he's got this face as well. He's got this very big, wide face, and this is where we meet Bodica as well, played by Red from fucking that 70s show. And God, he is fun. He is such a fun psychopath. He does not care. He does not care.
I've said
all of them.
I've said this before. The reason why he's so good as a villain in most movies, and this one especially, and I've heard this with other actors, but I've heard this with him, is like in reality, he's like the nicest guy. He's super cool, super nice, super laid back. This is why he plays such an awesome bad guy. Michael Ironside is also really nice.
Yeah, I've seen interviews with him as well. He's Canadian as fuck, him as well. It's like every time you see him on doing talks, doing these little conventions as well, it's like, I was about to do this about, that's like, Christ, man. He's Canadian as fuck. He survived cancer God knows how many times. I mean, how that guy is still fucking walking around is a miracle.
Is he?
Yeah, he survived a lot of cancer treatments as well. He's been through cancer a few times and survived them all.
That's
he is still alive.
Yeah,
he's 75. Yeah, I was bragging about that terrible, not so terrible Hallmark movie he was in called Pumpkin Everything. It's pretty fun.
He will make that good, I bet. I bet he makes that good.
He's the crotchety old man in the movie. But yeah, as far as like, that's the other thing I love is the prediction that the cops are like militarized. They wear all this full blown armor. Yeah. They're like basically at war with crime.
Yeah, and the cop cars look real dusty as well. They look like they've been too busy surviving criminals trying to kill them. They hadn't had a chance to wax or clean the cars. You guys
heard the cop car story for this movie, right? Like they designed this futuristic cop car to use, and they unveiled it to the director and the cast and crew, and everyone was like, this looks retarded. And then Paul Verhoeven was like, yeah, not happy with it. And then this random fucking car drove by, and they're like, let's just use that car. And so the idea that they just use this basic black matte like matte colored car that's like so basic. It's so iconic though. The cop cars in this movie.
It's
I just
amazing
love the
how
way
little
the whole
coincidences
place
like
looks like
that
a
will pull a thing
shithole.
together.
Yeah, sorry, Proctor.
I was gonna say it's amazing how little coincidences like that can really pull things together.
Yeah, it kind of gives it a bit more stripped down, raw look as well, that gritty look. Not have these glamorous cars, these more beat up cars, everything. It adds more to the realism as well. And I like the fact that these villains have no loyalty towards each other. One gets wounded in the leg and is like, fuck him, he's useless. Let's throw him on the fucking car.
Well, also Bobby blew up the money. His
as well.
explosive
It's like-
charge tainted the money. But yeah, your Boosh is saying it is a Taurus car, and also the reason why it looks like shit is because they're filming it in Dallas to pass it off as Detroit.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they filmed it in Hull, never mind Dallas, because this looks like the industrial area in on Holderness Road, where it's all these like factories and everything. And,
I think this steel mill is somewhere else, but it could be Dallas as well.
And it is a kind of like a good little callback to later as well, because this is where the climax between Robocop and Bodica happens as well. So it's like it's setting up for a good bloody payoff.
That's where every 10-year-old's favourite bit is, right? When the bloke gets turned into fucking sloth by the the sewage.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and the man's like, oh, get away from me, man.
Yeah, it's absolutely class. And his head bounces over the top of the car. Love that shit.
There's several parts that are just so out there, like the TV commercials, the TV segments. Those are amazing. And even if you hate them, you don't forget them. You'll remember them forever. Well,
that's what we were talking about earlier. Saying the best thing about him is he's like a war gamer. He works off the rule of cool. Actually getting toxic waste on you doesn't turn you into sloth and liquidize all your organs so you can walk around looking like some sort of creature from beyond the stars.
Like
but it just looks cool. Yeah. So when you're watching
it doesn't make it look like a social gender studies student.
Yeah. What would actually happen is you'd smell the shit and then a few years later you'd find a tumour or something. But
that's what it does.
That's
it's like
much less fun.
Tumors. Just cancerous tumors. That's all it does to you, really. Just fucks you up.
I do love how when they show up, they're asking for a backup, and the backup, the precinct's like, no backup for a while. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
the reaction's like, oh man,
that's
like
not
it
too
happens
far
all the
from
time.
real life as well. That is not too far from real life. I mean, I rarely see fucking police on the streets anymore.
I guess what's interesting is they decide to go in anyway, which is, it says something about them as characters, because I think most people would just like, well, I guess we'll wait, and by the time backup gets here, they will have gotten away. But I mean, this is their hideout.
He's a good guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, because he's like, of course, we're not going to let the villains get away. Screw regulations. We're cops. We do our jobs. And it leads to his unfortunate death. Dude, this is very stupid as well. It's taking a piss. She comes up and holds him up and is like, well, you don't mind if I zip this up? And she doesn't back away. She leaves him enough room for him to knock her out.
Yeah. And she looks at his dick, obviously.
Yeah, she wanted to see some Tadger before the shift was out. I'm going to have to boot you, lads. It's gone 12 already, and I'm going to work. But thanks for having me.
Anyway, man. All right. Even if it was just 5 minutes, it's a pleasure to have you on, man.
We'll get you on a weekend, and we'll do it. We'll do a bit longer.
Yeah, well, I'm doing Dog Soldiers in a couple of weeks. If you want to jump on that one.
All right, keep me in the loop. See you later, lads. Enjoy yourselves.
Take care, man.
Take it easy.
Take care, man.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing I popped on. I thought something else that was interesting was first of all, there's always that one henchman that has that high-pitched weasel laugh.
Yeah, that
bad guys.
Brand new toy.
The black guy is great in this one. And I also love how, seems to be like a pretty diverse group of bad guys, They seem to be pretty... One psychopath is good enough to join our crew, and they're watching this care if you're
really terrible
Chinese
show as well. It's like
or-
the only thing that they're watching, and it's just this guy fucking pairing on these women going, I buy that for $1. And it's like the funniest thing ever for everyone to watch. Everybody loves it.
And, there's a comment about how, society's collapsing, and, one of the big problems is the entertainment. The circuses are not, the bread and circuses are less substantial, towards the end. The idea that we're watching, this cultural bedrock garbage on TV, that's also very predictive of the future.
I know.
We're just watching the
wrong.
dumbest shit.
And it does set up a good moment as well when he sells the biker dude to like dead or alive. You come in with me because that comes back
Yeah.
later as well when he holds
Yeah.
up the gas station.
A lot of great setups and payoffs, like the
I
spin of
know.
the gun.
And that's what fucking movies don't do these days, like setups for payoffs. They just want to rush to the payoff. They don't want to take time planning the setup as well. That meshes in with the plot. So obviously he's killed this other guy as well because he tried to reach for the gun, and it's looking like he's got this guy arrested. But then one of the guys comes over, and Murphy is fucked. He's surrounded by all these guys now, and there is no way out. His partner is knocked out. Backup is not coming, and yeah, and then Bodica comes in as well. It looks like they're about to waste him, but Bodica, no, don't you waste this guy without me, okay? I'm the guy in charge. If you're going to waste this guy, you do it when I do it.
You a good cop? You a good cop, hot shot? Well, sure you are. You got to be some kind of super cop to come in here all by yourself.
Yeah, he's so quotable as well. He's so sadistic, and you can tell he's just having fun, just playing this nasty fucking piece of shit. And it's fun watching him as well, just be a nasty piece of shit. And yeah, the black guy comes up. Yeah, the black guy comes up laughing like Simon Phoenix, going, "I took care of his partner. She was sweet."
Yeah, I took her out. And then he says, "I bet that really pisses you off." And then he takes his glasses off. He's like, "You probably don't think I'm a very nice guy."
Nice guy. What do you think of slime? And he all just laughed. I mean, I'll give him credit.
I got this problem with cops. Cops don't like me. So
and I don't like them.
Like cops.
Boom. And yeah, that fucks me up as a kid. And I was like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, they blew his fucking arm off. What the hell, man?
Yeah, life-changing, like, terrifying injury right here, and your brain is racing, you're freaking out. And then I love how, like, Clarence gets a seat. They blow the shit out of him with shotguns, and he's fucking still alive. Which is totally possible. It's so the opposite of what happens in most movies where you get shot anywhere in your torso and you just instant death, and drop to the ground, die.
I know, it's fucking insane, isn't it?
That was great. You should have kept that going. Did you make that?
Yeah, I did. Just did it in this morning anyway.
You should have extended. You should have like a 5-minute version.
I was going to, but I thought, all right, no, I don't want to keep the stream going on so long.
No, I know.
Half an hour of this would have been funny.
Make a 5-minute special version and just upload it for like members only or whatever the hell, dude. But yeah, you know what's funny is like the first 10 minutes of the movie. Or 15 minutes of the movie, we were treated to like 2 horrific, violent gunshot deaths. And like I said, the first one with Ed 209 is actually kind of funny. It is kind of funny. It's delightfully humorous and so violent. This one is not funny. It's not funny at all, and it's even better because like the bad guys are trying to be funny. They're like joking and laughing and having a great time, and it's not funny at all. It's as serious as a heart attack.
Hey.
So the fact that you've gone through such like emotional whiplash in such a short time, it's after this scene or after the death scene in the hospital. That's where the movie officially has the audience like by the balls, as the writer said. Like, we can do whatever the fuck we want with you now. Because we have you. You are captivated. You are engrossed. You're in it. Like, that's how it works. You are immersed now because they've done this like emotional manipulation to you so early on. It's such effective writing.
Yeah, I know. It's like, and it's you've got to sort of see him suffer as well, does it? Because it makes it more impactful when he finally does go out for his revenge, and it makes you sort of feel what he's going through when he starts to remember the last thing that happened to him before he died. So you need that, don't you? You need that brutality, and it sort of makes it makes the villains more dangerous as well. You're like, okay, these guys don't fuck about. They're
sadistic.
Yeah.
Like the black guy said, he's like upset. He's like, damn it, I'm out of ammo, man. He's like, I can't play anymore, And then they're like, oh, hey, Clarence, the redheaded guy from Shawshank Redemption, is like, Clarence, this guy's still alive. Like,
I know.
Like, what's going on here?
I know. I mean, I know body armor is only like good for a couple of shots, then you got to drop it. But because it's movies and body armor is like a fucking actual shield, you know, you can sort of make the argument it's kind of avoided his body turning into a fucking mincemeat from all the shotgun blasts.
And then he's like, the black guy's like, "Does it hurt? Does it hurt?" Like,
I know, it's
dude,
like
it's twisted.
Enjoy
dude.
it as well.
It's
They just
so
enjoy
twisted.
the suffering that he's going through.
So, dude, at that distance with that many fucking shotgun blasts, he would be paced.
Well, no, this is what's interesting. Now, this is actually what's interesting. And he gets shot in the head, right? Well, what's funny is they actually filmed the next scene in a real hospital. Those are all real ER people just pretending, you know, just doing it for real, you know, for a movie. And they asked these doctors, "Is this possible for a guy to be alive?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. We'd see people." My uncle was a fucking neurosurgeon, right?
Okay.
And he said, "Yeah, dude, we had a cab driver who was shot in the head 8 times, and he was conscious and awake and talking to us, he's clinging on. He lived."
Shot with like a Nerf gun? What the hell do you mean?
Yeah, he was shot with a small caliber pistol, and he said that the bullets had like gone under the scalp, the scalp, over the skull.
Ooh.
So he had 8 like entry and exit wounds, but yet they were all like bouncing off of the skull. It was crazy. But yeah, he says
sometimes they do, don't they? I mean, 2-2s can fucking do that depending on where you hit. It's
well, and also the idea. Well, the idea that what is it? He's technically alive, you know, like that's totally possible. Like,
yeah, he's just hanging on to life,
you
isn't
know?
he? There's still a part of him there, but they declare him dead anyway.
Like he's gonna die, but it's just like he's still got a pulse or whatever. He's still kind of conscious. But yeah, that whole scene, the shot of like the kids and the wife like waving goodbye to him as he's driving off to work that day.
It's like the last thing, isn't it? Before then it turns to his last thoughts of the guys just slaughtering him, and it's dark, man. It's dark as well. You have this nice little moment that he could think about before he dies, but no, it ends with these guys fucking, you know, just shooting the shit out of him.
Yeah, so these are real doctors, you know, in this scene. And then and like right here, the TV static. This is where like I said, the movie, like the entire audience is like, nobody's going to the bathroom now. Nobody's gonna go get some snacks. No, everyone's
it's all
like,
shows in
what's
as well,
happening?
doesn't it? It shows like Miguel Ferreira's just seen this dead cop as he doesn't see him as a guy who's just risking his life to protect guys. Like, no, he sees him as a product now. He's dead. He's part of ours. And because we saw in earlier that when he was signing up at the police station, he signed a contract, and he had already signed his body over to this company for when this when a cop dies, they can finally get through with this project that they wanted to get pulled through.
They had this great montage, you know, like several months
it's like
going
a good
by
time skip as well, and there's some good setups as well with the arm having this very sort of strong grip on him, which comes back later.
It's titanium laminated with Kevlar.
Yeah, so it's setting up information as well that establishes how the fuck he's managed to take enough bullets.
300 foot-pounds. He could crush every bone in your hand. He's like, you're gonna be one bad motherfucker. And then the idea that he's they're saying, oh, we saved his arm. You know, he's like, what? I told you, total body prosthesis, lose the arm, like prep for surgery. Like the idea that like he does not care. Like the idea that at one point he was gonna have like a human arm. No.
Yes. I know it's like he's a dick as well, but he's kind of not as bad as Dick Jones.
No. Yeah, that's the thing. You kind of feel sorry for Miguel Ferreira's character, you know.
Yeah, because he's a fucking prick, but I don't think he deserved to get killed that way.
He's just trying to do good at his job, you know. But they do a very good job of showing you RoboCop like slowly. So you can kind of get used to you can get used to what he looks like before they actually show him, you know.
I know,
like, clouded glass.
It's very surrounded in mystery. It's very any sort of like sights of him is kind of impaired as well, and and it's like Earle cops are like, oh god, they're gonna replace us now because he's gonna go out, he's gonna kick some ass as well. Everyone's sort of like fascinated with him, and once again we get another sort of like payoff from a setup where it's not the scene yet. It's not the scene, but we're getting a bit more information on how he feels.
Even now, we can see RoboCop like undistorted, and yet we're still like outside the fence. Where the camera's still outside the chain fence, so we're still separated by this
Yeah,
barrier.
Feel
Yeah, we
slightly
are the
obscured.
police, aren't we? We're the police officers trying to see what the fuck this is. I mean, what the hell is happening here? Who is this guy?
I also love that like fluorescent light like hum he puts off, and then his stapler sound effect feet. You know, he sounds so heavy, and it's just so great.
I know,
And
it
then
just
this is
makes
just
him
a
sound
great
more
montage.
imposing, doesn't he? While in the remake, he kind of looks a little bit scrawny, doesn't he? Like he's a bit more agile or something. And I don't like that. I want Robocop to be hulking and this sort of big, destructive guy.
Even more so, the big problem with the remake is he's not dead. He's like kept
alive
alive
still, yeah.
by the
He's only
machine,
got
which
his
is
humanity,
not
hasn't he?
that's
Yeah,
not
and
ethical
even-
at all. Like
Yeah, so they even gave him his the one human hand for
Right.
whatever reason too.
it's actually less ethical that he's like a living person in that robot suit than just like some corpse.
Oh, no,
100%.
because the original is about him discovering his humanity, right? When he's Robocop, he already remembers who he is. And it doesn't
Yeah, like
work.
in the remake,
work.
what happens if Robocop wants to stop being a cop? Like, I quit. I'm retiring. All right, well, we're going to take back our robot body.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he's just at one point in the remake at one point in the remake they take away all his prosthetics. He's
They
just like
show
a head.
him.
Yeah, it's just like a head, a couple lungs. And,
That would fracture your psyche, dude. You would not remember in RoboCop 2 where they keep
I know.
that was the point they brought up in RoboCop 2. Like all the new RoboCops keep killing themselves because like they they're freaking out because they're like in some kind of like existential nightmare. You know,
Yeah.
we
they
brought
did
you
that
back
in,
as some kind of Frankenstein monster.
They kind of did that in New Doctor Who when the Cybermen first came out. He made them aware that these ordinary people have just become Cybermen and they all kind of kill themselves in a way.
Yeah, that's why when you're playing like Cyberpunk 2077, you can be walking down the street and people just fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
Also, like, state your prime directives, serve the public trust, uphold the law, protect the innocent.
Yeah, so he's a robot. He's a proper robot. He's not human, isn't he? He's just this like little puppet for OCP.
But then we get Directive 4 classified, just flashing on the screen. They don't bring attention to it, This is one of the good. This
Very
is how you
subtle.
do an exposition dump properly, It's engaging, it's entertaining, but it's not all dialogue. Like just the scene of him recording the two people and making the voice tracks and playing it back, like you're realizing like his memory is as good as evidence,
Yeah, and it sets up as well, doesn't it? It sets up a lot of great things that help the plot. And this is where we get to the payoff as well, where we were talking about flipping the gun with TJ Laser, because that's how she recognizes him as well.
Also,
we're sort of seeing just how fucking powerful this gun is and how much damage it can do.
I know everyone talks about Luke lightsabers and the fucking DeLorean or whatever, but dude, for me, the Auto 9 is one of the coolest movie weapons props. It's basically just a Beretta with this giant what's it called? What are they called? It's not a suppressor.
It's kind of like this little barrel, isn't it?
Capacitor?
No.
No, god damn it. I know what it's called, and I'm brain farting because I just
We'll
woke
just call
up.
it
compensator. It's a compensator.
Yeah.
It's a gigantic compensator on the tip of a Beretta, and the idea that it's like got this like coffin shape is done on purpose. And Robocop is huge, so it looks like he's holding a big gun. But later, when Lois is holding the gun, you realize it's like fucking this big, dude. It's huge. And the fact that it's got like the triple shot and it seems to have unlimited ammo, somehow.
Yeah, that makes no
such a
sense.
great gun.
I think he should still have some ammo in there because it makes it a little bit more believable.
He does have ammo. I just think this movie never shows him reloading, even though he does. But yeah, I mean, I want to say that magazine holds at least fucking 30 rounds.
I know. But this is where he starts going out on patrol for the first time. And God, that music kicks in. It is brilliant.
The other thing, Basil Pomodoro's soundtrack is awesome, especially when he dies. That's another great part of the soundtrack. But like, also another thing that he does, not only does he, he flips his gun around, but also like when he leaves the parking garage, like he bounces the rear of the car, gets some sparks going. That's something that Peter Weller does as a human. He just kind of books it out of the parking garage. And then, of course, this guy grabs an Iron Man comic.
Of course.
And plus, he had a really hard time in his costume as well. He was sweating like fuck everything because it was so bulky and so like hot. Everything. It's like it was really uncomfortable. But top marks from him from actually going through with it as well because it's paid off. It really has.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Then you got crackhead John Rhys Davis coming in to try and rob these poor guys at the grocery store, this liquor store.
Well, what's funny is like in the when Murphy dies, looks like it's like noon on a school day, There's like these criminals running around committing like bank robberies, but now it's nighttime, Like if you thought Detroit was bad during the day, like nighttime is when the freaks come out, and being a cop in Detroit here, it's a full-time nightmare, It's like always just on. It's always on.
Yeah, and there's this guy's got this fucking safe covered by these beer cans, which is stupid. You put it in the bloody back. Come on, that's just dumb. That's just dumb. You deserve to be fucking robbed. Because then Robocop comes in and is like, stop, all the robbery trouble. And this guy's like, fuck me. He's just shooting. And it's kind of establishes more that, this material that's made out of, it is bulletproof. So he can handle getting shot. He doesn't take bullets like a man can. And he's a fucking beast as well. I mean, he punches you. You're going to wake up in a hospital drinking food through a straw. Mm. And he's like, thank you for cooperation. And he's not talking like a human or anything. He's talking like a proper robot, like with protocols, everything, and programming. Mm. And then we come across these like rapists as well. And
this is the best scene ever.
Yeah, it's like, and they're just having fun. Yeah, they're like cats playing with a mouse, aren't they? They don't want to eat it. They just want to play with it before they start killing it.
She's so clearly wearing a wig though, and they're so clearly cutting off wig fibers. But I mean, this is one of those scenes. This is Paul Verhoeven's idea, where it was like, he's originally supposed to like wing one of the guys, but Paul Verhoeven was like, nah, he should get it in the balls.
Yeah,
and that was just like, this is how you're dealing with like a revolutionary filmmaker. This is how you're dealing with someone who isn't playing by the rules. This is one of the most iconic scenes. Even people who hate, I hate this movie. They shot that guy in the balls. People always remember this scene. But the best is obviously our Robocop remake, Chapter 27 version of this. If you guys haven't seen it, it's amazing. I think you can only watch it on Vimeo because of adult content. But for those of you who haven't seen it, it's like he shoots like 50 dicks in this parody scene. It's amazing.
It ends with that one naked dude like making hard eye contact with him.
Yeah.
Gets a boner. She's like, what are you going to do, cop?
It's kind of cool as well. He shoots for the scare, and it's like the first time I saw a guy get shot in the dick as well. So the guy get punched in the balls, but to get shot, that was shocking for me as a kid. It's like, what?
Oh, dude, you shot him in the dick. Huh? That's not cool, Butters. You don't shoot a guy in the dick.
Yeah, it's a shocking scene for sure. And then you kind of like, what was it, the bad guy and the other bad guy and the lady? That's like the reaction the audience is having. Like, whoa, like this guy ain't playing. Like this cop is serious.
And he doesn't sort of like reassure or anything. He's like, you have suffered trauma. You must go see someone who will.
You have suffered an emotional shock. I will notify a rape crisis center.
Yeah, so somewhere Murphy is still in there because you've seen him flip the gun, but at the same time he's like he's not conscious yet. He's kind of reacting. It's like he's kind of reacting on instinct, because he's been flipping that gun so many times, practicing. It's kind of become part of him without noticing. It's become part of his consciousness.
Yeah, it's like a subconscious habit.
Yeah, everything needs to sleep, and it's only until he starts, having his he starts going to sleep that he starts getting those memories. Oh yeah, congrats on 1,000.
Cheers, Melvin. Yeah, cheers, man.
Aren't you doing like a celebration show Sunday or something?
Yeah, I'm going to try and do that as well because I try and get as many people on as well. So, and Blue Collars sent me a couple of dollars in American dollars for super chats as well. So thanks for that, man. It's great pleasure, and hopefully, if this channel ends up becoming even bigger, I could get more super chats and get some nice Christmas money in for the next few years. But anyway, it's
yeah.
So yeah, English Batches, yeah, the True Romance homage the dick shoot with Gary Oldman. Yeah, fucking hell. He shoots him twice in the dick. I was like, and twice in the face. It's like a double dick, double headshot. It's like, fucking hell, man. It's like a Mozambique dick shot. So,
It's the worst kind of double tap,
one in the
though.
head.
Just fucking shoot me, please.
but this is good exposition as well. You sort of like establishing just what a force Robocop is to be reckoned with as well. Like
You're also establishing like how bad Detroit is, you know.
Yeah.
On any given normal day, the mayor has been taken off hostage, you know. Like holy shit.
Yeah, and it's by this guy who just wants all this stuff. He wants the city to pay for it.
This guy got fired.
He
works for the mayor's office.
Knowledge. Like, do you want the next SUX 6000? Yeah, I want that. I want that shitty car.
Or wait, is he the mayor? He's not the mayor, right? No, he's taking the mayor hostage.
Yeah, he's just like some pissed off worker, isn't he? So he's basically a communist. He wants the city to pay for all his shit and that, and he wants free stuff. So yeah, he's a communist, and he doesn't like capitalists whatsoever.
I mean, things are
I
bad.
love how you can see
imagine
the zipper go back. Go back. I mean, the thermal vision's great, but you could totally see like the zipper of like the thermal suits everyone's wearing.
A little bit of little error then.
It's fine.
Blink and you miss it.
There's a couple pretty good bloopers. There's one coming up too in a minute. It's great.
Yeah, I think he punches them and he kind of turns in the wrong direction. I can't remember now.
He throws him out the window. And I don't know if you show it, but like, yeah, he falls out the window, and then you see him. Yeah. So what happens?
You see him hit the mat. You see him hit the mat.
Yeah. It's only when the frame goes picture in picture for the newscast, and you see the little version of it, and you can totally see his legs like bounce up in frame from bouncing on the mat.
Yeah, and he's already making an impression as well. And I was mentioning this earlier about how the newcasters are always sort of smiling when they're reporting on all this evil stuff that's going on, which really does add more to the humor of the satire.
Robocop, do you have any words for the kids watching? Stay out of trouble, or I'll shoot you in the dick.
Yeah. And you're getting all this exposition of all this other stuff going on in different countries, which once again establishes just how bad this world has gotten. It's like
they're like laughing that there might be like a nuclear attack in Africa or somewhere, you know? They've unveiled the French-made neutron bomb and their willingness to use it. Back to you, Jim.
I think it kind of establishes just how mindless the news reporters are. Like, they don't recognize something big because they're just reading information off a prompter and not exactly absorbing what the information is.
It's like that song, what's it called? Headline News, you know?
It's kind of like Anchorman as well. It's kind of Anchorman when he goes, "Go fuck yourself, San Diego." He doesn't realize he's insulted them. He's just reading something off the teleprompter.
Yeah, they're just models paid to read, but also, I mean, you're like wondering, like, why aren't they freaking out about this nuclear warhead? And then there's a commercial for Nukem, the board game. And it's just one of my favorite when, like, you've got mom, dad, and the kids, and they're like, you know, you haven't dismantled your MX stockpile yet. It's like Pakistan is threatening my border. That's right, mister. No more military aid.
Like that. But you get it because it's like an advert, isn't it? It's run by people who don't know how normal people talk. So yeah, it makes sense for the advert to have these sort of actors say this shit.
It's so good.
I know, and it kind of plays into the fact that, you know, us boys just love chaos and destruction when we play with our toys, because every time we play with our toys, it's always violence and destruction and, you know, just nastiness, and we love it. We don't care.
Well, yeah, it speaks to who we are at our cores.
Yeah, it's like it's in your nature to destroy yourselves. And you know what? We're kind of unapologetic about it.
We really are. And it's pretty terrible, but you gotta love it too.
Yeah, so Miguel Ferrer's character, Robert, has become the big league now, everything. I mean, all eyes are on him as well because it was his project, his idea in the first place. So, yeah, he's the fucking big dog now. He's like the main shark.
Mm.
Yeah, I love how they sort of get the cars out to read the reader at the same time, and it's like, nah, I'll do it for you. You know, you've earned it. You backstabbed your way.
Like, no, it's like you've earned your way to the president's bathroom.
I know.
I also love how Dick Jones is just taking a big stinky shit.
Yeah,
like right before the scene.
That's the shit of a multimillionaire.
You know, he doesn't wash his hands like when he rubs his fingers through his hair and shit.
Yeah,
you know? So.
I can't believe I missed that as well. That's actually a good little.
Bro.
Yeah, he's got a good pair of shoes on as well. No, he wears some good shoes. So yeah, and it's like, hey, Jones is pretty pissed.
Jones was pretty pissed.
It's like, yeah, fuck him. He's young. We're old. That's life. And I was proper slagging him off, not realizing it as well. And the moment he pops out, he's kind of shitting himself.
That guy. Oh. He doesn't even have. He's not gonna do the little the shake it off. No, he's not shaking it off. He's
fuck shaking it off. I don't want to be in the same room with this guy who's just slagged off the very guy that's just come out the toilet looking angry.
No, I wouldn't be the guy that leaves. I would be the one I would just go stand over there and just make that face ooh, here it comes.
I'll give Robert as well. He kind of stays as well. He doesn't try and make an excuse and say I'm out of here. No, he does almost kind of take it a little bit, you know. He's listens to what he has to say, and I love how Dick Jones is we used to call the old man names, Iron Butt, Boner. Sometimes I even called him asshole. But there's always a line as well, and you just crossed it. It's like, is the old man you young'uns don't know how to fucking toe the line or have respect for us older guys. You think you know it all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's bad enough that he sort of went over his head, but now he's insulted him, and now he really wants this guy. He wants him bad, and he will fuck him up.
He's like, we used to call the old man funny names behind his back, like Boner.
Yeah, I like the fact that he pauses before he says asshole. And
one time I even called him asshole.
Yeah,
there was always respect. I always knew where the line was drawn, and you just stepped over it, buddy boy. Who cares if it worked? Who cares if the damn thing worked or not? I had a contract with Ed 209, all right? You fucked it up.
Yeah, because he's like, I've done all this work. I've done all this work. Why the fuck are people not taking it seriously just because it had killed one fucking guy by accident? It's like,
but also I do like how Dick Jones calls Robocop an unholy monster, which kind of is.
Yeah, it does contradict the metaphorical Jesus Christ resurrection thing, doesn't it?
The idea that Ed 209 is all right, this is obviously what we do, and he's like, no, I've got a better idea. We'll take a dead cop and put him in a cyborg body. Dick Jones, the idea that Dick Jones is this is awful, this is horrendous. What is wrong with you?
And I like the fact Dick Jones is you know what, you think you can just let the old hide behind the old man? Yeah, you better start thinking. You better start planning ahead, buddy, because once he's gone, I'll be the one in charge, and you'll have to deal with me. But this is where Robocop starts to regain a bit more of his humanity as well. It's they've tried to sort of close him off, sort of take away everything that he was, but no, eventually, like Jeff Goldblum says, life finds a way. He's still in there.
It's like the dream world is has this bridge, to his past life, where he starts, remembering things.
Yeah, no, because you already see it when he's flipping the gun in the target practice, is the shooting range. Murphy is still in there somewhere, and right now he is about to wake up, and this nightmare, his PTSD from his final encounter as Murphy is just coming back as well, and it's waking him up. And but it's like he doesn't fully remember. It's like it's still bits, and he's still trying to figure out who he is.
Yeah,
and he's not even, and he's just going out of instinct, isn't he? He's following directions to his home out of instincts, because it's like a normal thing, isn't it? If you're drunk as fuck and you're on the other side of town and you can't get a taxi and you walk, you're still going to find your way back home, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know what else I love? I love how before the scene starts, the two scientists are like, "Oh no, yeah, damn terrorists blew up the airport in Acapulco." It's like, "Oh, we were gonna go there this summer." Darn. Yeah. Just love it.
Yeah, Paul Verhoeven's dark sense of humor as well. I love it. I just love it. It doesn't compromise.
Dreams...
Yeah,
go ahead.
It doesn't compromise the emotional depth as well that goes on in this movie.
Yeah, so the dreams obviously are a big part of waking up Robocop, but this scene specifically, this is what really, I think gets Robocop thinking there's something going on. This is where it becomes kind of like a horror mystery that he has to solve. All of a sudden,
who he is. Yeah, and since we already know who he is, it's just we're going through this journey of him rediscovering who he is as well. And guess is where she starts. she really starts homing it in on him as well. Like, your name is Murphy, and now he's got another piece of the puzzle as well, which has sparked something else in him, which leads him
You
to
really don't
investigate
remember
who he
me,
is.
do you? Is what he says.
Yeah.
She says to him. It's like, whoa, dude, what did they do to you? And it's also freaky because she realizes like OCP could do this to her at any time. You know, is this what they're planning?
I
You know, it's
know.
creepy.
Potentially, yeah.
It's like, dude, because you have to understand, she's lost partners before. That's why she's kind of cold toward Murphy. You know, she doesn't really get attached because I'm sure she's had a couple partners die. But this is different. Like, my partner died on the first day of the job, and now here he is like a reanimated corpse. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I like the fact she still remembers his name as well, because you can sort of see when she did see Murphy killed, she looks really fucking traumatized. Like, she's probably see her partners die, but not in this way. Not so coldly. It is.
He's like, this cop saw fit to question him. You know, he's like,
Yeah,
I question him. I asked him his name. He doesn't have a name.
Yeah, and you can sort of see how Rob is just cold as well. Listen, I don't know what the fuck you think you're doing. Here's a product. Are you fucking with us again? We'll sue you. We will
not talk to this robot cop. You know.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? He's on the squad. I'm not supposed to talk to him.
Yeah, and I love how his captain is sort of playing it safe, but at the same time is like, well, if you pissed him off, you're in my books. You're good in my books. And she has that little smile as well.
Yeah, don't sweat it, kid. This guy's a major asshole.
Yeah.
I got it. It's all good.
Yeah, so right now he's patrolling as well, but the biker guy, I keep forgetting this character's name. I always call him Biker Dude anyway, because, that's what he looks like.
It's good.
And yeah, he's just mocking this poor guy as well. He's just trying to get through this fucking shitty little night shift. And I've worked these jobs as well, these petrol stations, gas stations, late at night. And you do get some unsavory characters. Not as bad as this guy. Not as fucking bad as this guy, but
not every night.
Yeah, but I've come across some assholes who are like fucking high on cocaine as well and aggressive, everything. I've had assholes show up smoking around the fucking tanks. I'm like, are you trying to blow us up, dickhead?
Yes. That's exactly
crazy.
what we're doing.
Yeah. And once again, because these guys are sadistic, it's like, all right, I see this guy as a college boy, so I'm going to mock him, all right? You think you're smarter than a bullet? You think you can outsmart a bullet, dickhead? I mean, this guy's always looking for trouble. But you can sort of see this gang is sort of separated over the years as well. It's
now, fun fact: RoboCop was physically incapable of getting in or out of a car.
They had to do some editing, didn't they? So
it's always a cut. It's always a cut every time he's getting in or out of a car.
Yeah, so that would make things a lot more
just
difficult.
Get an ordinary guy with the Robocop leg stepping out the car, then edit it when it's full body later. It's
But also, if you go back a still, this no, the one where he's coming out of the car, like it's right around here. This is where the movie poster comes from. They took like a photograph from him, like standing out of the car, and then they took that photo and airbrushed it, like airbrush colored it. So basically, like some poster artist just traced the photo, and that became the iconic movie poster. You know, just some random movie still. So that's pretty fun.
It looks cool as well. I mean, Robocop's suit looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, and one thing I do love about the sequel too is I do love the blue. I do love the blue Robocop outfit, the blue steel, and then I do love the second Robocop poster, where it's just his fucking head, and you see the shadow of like Kane and his reflection of his forehead. Like that's a cool poster. It's just so simple, you know.
Yeah. And once again, we get another payoff from Earle where he goes, "Dead or alive, you're coming with me." And the guy's like, "Wait, I know you. We killed you." And you can see it in his face as well, like a memory starting to spark off a little bit as well. It's like
you have to understand, he's only been RoboCop for like about a day. Or like active duty RoboCop, you know?
Yeah, and already it's going fucking wrong. He's like starting to remember who he is.
There's a lot of stuff happening in quick sequence. Oh yeah, this guy crashes so hard.
Yeah, good stunt work and everything. And he actually starts reacting emotionally as well. He's like, "Who are you?"
And just like it's very realistic how this guy's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, he barely talk. Who are you?
Yeah, and thank God the fucking guy got out of there before it blew up. But now he's not even acting on protocols. He's just going into the fucking database. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? You know, you need a hall pass for this." And then you get this And
this
who
scene
the
was
fuck
originally
makes a
going to
data
be
stick look? Yeah, who the fuck makes
Yeah.
a data stick look like a jagged fucking weapon that can kill you?
just
It's
a
like, what the
giant
hell?
a steel fucking spike.
It's a
It's
spike,
awesome.
yeah.
I think the idea is it's like a universal key and it can fit into any kind of whatever. Because I mean, I guess they didn't foresee USB ports. It would be funny if that a little USB stick just came out of his hand, and theoretically it should just be like one of his fingers. But the idea that he just got this big spike and obviously can be used as a weapon. That's clearly what they designed that for. In case he ever needs to stab anything or anybody or also hack files, he's got this universal pike. But apparently, when they wrote this was supposed to be like him going to a cemetery and driving through a cemetery and going up to his gravesite and seeing his tombstone. But that felt cliched and dated. And this whole like digital library scene is so much better because
It is.
like,
100%.
you get the pictures.
It gets all the
and you
information
get
as well with Bodica
Yeah.
and that as well. So it's I know, and it does set up a pretty cool kill as well later on for Bodica.
Yeah,
Because you already
And the
think it's a
music
weapon,
really
but
sells
it
it
turns out it's a
too.
data stick, and then he does use it as a weapon, which is just awesome.
Yeah, the score really is amping up the tension here, where he's
know.
like digging through,
And it's not spelling it out either. I mean, you know exactly what he's thinking straight away. No words are said. Show, don't tell. This is what movies are. Visual film, visual storytelling. It's a visual medium. Just show an image. We can get the information straight away in a few seconds.
They're repeating. They have the repeating like line, like Murphy, it's you, Murphy, it's you. It's like, dude, it's so good.
Yeah, the look on his face as well. It's all starting to come back to him a little bit as well. So now he looks up the officer who he is, and
then it brings up his picture, and then of course deceased comes up on the frame like later. It just like slams across the frame. There's like a big like hammer sound, and then of course he sees his address on Primrose Lane. Find out he's moved out or his family moved out. And this is the scene.
It is pretty emotional as well. I mean, when I was getting his slides together, I was starting to get a little bit emotional, just sort of seeing him sort of like, you can see it on his face. I mean, he had a life, and these folks just took it all away from him. Everything he's known and loved is just gone. He is destroyed inside.
Can you do that, Dad?
Yeah, he had a son, and now he no longer has a son anymore. I mean, the flowers are all dead. They haven't been cleared up, and world-class husband is just like him, just this broken fucking cup that's no longer useful anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, and imagine going into this house as well to buy it, and you see all this shit, and you're like, yeah, fuck off. I'm not cleaning that shit up. I'll go somewhere a bit more emptier.
Yeah, even in that time frame, you show up and be like, this place is fucking haunted.
I know.
Then the guy actually walks in. Oh shit! It really is.
It'd be like the digital real estate agents. Like, you'd be happy to know that the previous owner did not die on the premises.
I know.
Died elsewhere.
Yeah, and look on his face. I mean, look at the way he's walking as well. He's starting to sort of jerk a little bit because
there's a part where he starts like walking. You can tell he's pissed. He's doing the pissed off walk.
Because he's walking so differently. Like he's got all these emotions, like just all bubbling up. Like he can't. He doesn't know how to process what is going on. So
the music here is
this music here. This is very sort of like 80s cyberpunk a little bit as well, isn't it? Like
it's like Phil Collins on like the worst cocaine bender, with like a brand new synthesizer keyboard. He's just playing around on it. Is what it sounds like.
It's been away for 3 days, just having a blast.
He got killed. He became a Robocop.
But I do love that hard cut too. That hard cut from like that super emotional scene to like confusingly strange like 80s dance club music. And did you get Paul Verhoeven's only appearance on film in one of his movies? Is it when
he catches the gun off
right
Ray
after this
character?
No, it's right after this.
Kicks
him in the nuts.
Yeah, but I do like the fact he knocks this guy's gun out and the guy catches it and he continues dancing as well. It's like...
Yeah, there's like an insert shot right after he kicks him in the nuts of some guy like doing this in the camera, and that's Paul Verhoeven. And the only time he's made a cameo in one of his own movies.
That's great. I mean, I like the fact that Ray Wise looks so much more rubbery when he was skinnier. I don't know why. There's something about his mouth when he opens and when he's screaming in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously Rob says he's enjoying his success. He's having cocaine with all these like fucking shoulder pad prostitutes because it's the 80s and the
bitches. They're called the bitches. Please show
bitches
some
respect. Leave. Yeah, this chick in a green jacket, was she the love interest in Raw Deal when Arnie is pretending to be a gangster? Because she looks very familiar. I might be wrong there. But yeah, I love how they actually sound like people on fucking cocaine as well. Like, you know what I love? Smart chicks. It's so sexy. And she's like, you know what I think of something?
Yeah, we're totally smart.
Yeah.
I'm super smart because I talk a lot.
Yeah, they've got the cocaine, they're super egotistical more than they should be. And then Boddicker just fucking spoils all the fun. He thinks it's going to be champagne, but no, Boddicker delivers a champagne of fucking guns and bombs.
Bitches leave. Now, surely you've all heard the bitches leave story, right?
Yeah, I've seen the memes as well where it's the Simpsons, except Boddicker's coming in and stopping Jimbo from getting lucky and bats sofa.
That's funny.
Yeah,
yeah. Clarence Boddicker talking about how Paul Verhoeven just openly saying, "All right, bitches," like he calls them bitches, not realizing it's derogatory. He's like, "So the bitches leave. Bitches, I need you to come here, please. Stand there. bitches, go over there. Should bitches say anything, or should bitches just leave?" And the cinematographer's like, "I think the bitches should just leave. All right, bitches, you'll leave when he says bitches leave." You know, it's just like so funny.
I'm glad he got it wrong because it's one of the best lines as well, and from Boddicker. And I love how this fucking prostitute does not read the room. It's just like,
you gonna call me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got this Desert Eagle with a suppressor as well on it. It's a silencer, what they call it. Yeah, it's a silencer because it's movies and silencers don't exist. You know, it's
Well, you know that fucking bitch heard those gunshots like as soon as she shut that front door. Guess she's not calling me anytime soon.
Yeah, fucking hell. We're gonna go. We're getting a lot of people in chat. Sorry, I'm not having the chance to read them all, but I will highlight them. I hope it's enough. But once again, people in the chat, thanks for joining us. Anyway, I hope you're having just as fun listening to us talk a lot of bullshit about this awesome movie. You know, as much as I am. Yeah. So yeah, I'll go through them as well because I don't want anyone to be left out. English Batches. I think I might have seen you on the Drinker Chat once. I don't know. I hope you have. Yeah, I think I do. Yes, I think it was on the Drinkers Patreon chat a while back. Yeah, Kung Fu Hot Dog. How you doing, man? Fucking hell. Sorry, it took me a while to get there. I'm just going through the slides. So. Yeah, and once again, Paul Verhoeven doesn't fuck about with his scripts. He's just blasting this guy's legs to ribbons. It's like,
no, stop! He's like, please stop shooting me! Fucking Jesus!
I know. How the fuck he hasn't bled out already? He must have punctured his femoral artery so many times with those shots. It's like, what the hell, man?
I love how like the gunshot sound effects, just like the bullets like hitting in his leg, just make this like kind of sound. It's like,
he really has to emphasize how fucking brutal the gunshots are, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Good God. My Dockers, please.
Yeah.
Please spare my khakis. They don't deserve this.
I got these from Primark. They cost me $4.
I also just love this like 80s house. God damn.
Yeah, I know. That's how the people of the future in 30 years would look like in the 80s, because no one knew about flat screens or HD TVs back then because
mostly just like the black tile marbling and all the big, every house had those crystal glass like bricks, like a wall made out of those bricks I'm talking about. Those,
was it in like are they like the ones in Goodfellas as well, where they're sort of looking around the house while discussing the Tonza heist? Yeah. I kind of want them as well. Maybe it's just me being a bit of a vintage nerd, but I would like that one.
What the hell were those called?
Yeah, I'll have to look them up as well, but I don't think they do them anymore. It's
80s glass blocks. What were those glass walls? It's called a curtain wall or a window wall. Yeah, a lot of window walls in the 80s.
Yeah, we've got 13 viewers here. We're getting a lot in chats as well. So yeah, fucking hell, we're having a good stream here at the moment. Yeah, I like the scene with the eggs.
It is
A good movie.
RoboCop.
I
It's one of
know.
those things where, like, I had 5 hours of sleep last night, and I rolled out of bed, and I saw you guys were doing RoboCop. I was like, God damn it.
No, it doesn't matter
I
if it's
gotta
off
get out of
topic,
bed.
all right? It doesn't matter if we're off topic. You know, keep the chat going. I don't care, man. You know, I'll still keep highlighting them. So, and I think we're at the bottom now. So yeah, fucking hell, lots to go through as well. But yeah, it's a good little stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like how he acts like he doesn't really redeem himself by saying "fuck you, punk, kill me." Then he acts like how
I'll pay you.
He's like begging, doesn't he? He's like, okay, this guy's a fucking thug, you know. He's like,
Whatever you're getting paid, I'll double it.
Yeah, but Dick has got more than.
But
money,
obviously, Dick's not interested in the money. He's interested in the power, which this guy can't give him. Only Dick Jones can give him the power he's gonna get.
Bodiker's already making money with the drugs, doesn't he? He just want his affiliation with Dick Jones is sort of keeping him immune as well, more immune than when they're dead with Bob. I love how calmly and slowly he just pulls the pin out of the grenade and walks out very casually, like, okay, if this was real life, you're gonna wanna run the fuck out of there because that's gonna go off pretty soon, and you don't want to get caught in the blast.
Seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cashing you out, Bob. You fucked with me for the last time. Boom.
Dude, also, yeah, the DVD, the idea of a movie on a disc was like, whoa.
Yeah, no, I kind of noticed that as well. I was like, oh my God, is this like the first 80s movie that had a video on disc?
I'll tell you right now, at the time, seeing that was like mind blowing. Like a laser disc that's the size of a CD.
Well, I can say this isn't. Let's see, Laserdisc came out in 1978. So
yeah.
The idea of just miniaturizing them, it's not too far off.
Yeah. I mean, because we've got this other little backstory that shows that Bodiker has actually kind of gone up in the crime ladder, for lack of a better term, as well. Like he's not just like a unofficial kingpin, like the news reporter said, which is a weird title. I mean, what unofficial kingpin? I mean, what you got to go for a lot of legislations to become a fucking criminal kingpin. That was weird. That was a weird line.
Well, he's basically telling these Italian mobsters that are manufacturing a bunch of cocaine right here in the fucking city, which is insane.
Yeah.
The idea is, hey, I get a cut and you will be able to do whatever the fuck you guys want in Delta City, because I'm going to be running Delta City and I got, ins with the law. So I could see to it that the law doesn't disturb you, joining forces. But of course, the Italian guy's like, I'm not working. I'm going to work for you now. Like, is that how it works?
Yeah, no, like, fuck you. I can, there's a lot of guys that want me to see you out of business. And there's like, yeah, well, I'll shove this stuff. I can shove this stuff so stupid up your wap ass, you'll shit snuff for a year.
But I think they do they're about to like come to some kind of terms maybe. And then, of course, Robocop shows up. So that goes out the window.
Yeah, you gotta love Bodiker as how he just doesn't give a fuck as well. I mean, he's got this guy who probably could have some guys kill him and try and destroy his business, but he's like, fuck you.
His excuse is you can't kill me because there's a Tigers game tonight, and I never miss the Detroit Tigers playing.
Yeah.
The idea that this guy's wearing a fucking, he's wearing glasses and an ascot. Like, he's such a weird villain. I love it. He's such
I know, because he's not a very physically imposing villain. He's balding. He's got the glasses. He's got this like weird little weedy face, but he's so fucking menacing. It's weird. It's
older.
It's like this confidence as well. He's like so confident in how evil he is. He doesn't care. You kind of buy it. But of course, Robocop comes in and he starts fucking blasting like a badass. And where is it?
This is where we get our first.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang, bang.
Yeah.
This is where we get the first of Clarence Bodiker's henchman to bite it, the Asian guy.
Yeah, he just gets fucking blasted, and he's not fucking about. The music pumps in, going da 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 da. All squibs are going off. Everything. He's just got this little like, he's sort of like got this eagle wing stance every time he blows these villains apart. It's so fucking cool to watch as well, and he gets you so pumped up and all. Because now he wants Bodiker, he wants blood. He's got no fucks to give. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look, that is. I don't think any 80s films were being that violent with the squibs backline, but but it definitely earned its R rating. It earned its 18 certificate rating. It really did. So it probably does make sense that they wanted to market this to kids, because kids were watching this shit anyway and enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had different standards and shit for what was acceptable back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's weird, isn't it? I mean, like, we were not supposed to watch this as kids. This was not marketed for kids, but we ended up fucking watching it. We ended up buying the toys anyway, and I'm guessing the toys really did sell a fucking lot as well.
The thing that back then that would get the kids turned off of it would be if there was a lot of titties. And there are a couple brief shots of titties in this movie. But
yeah,
like
the locker room.
Most 80s movies had like 80s action movies especially had like a sex scene like 2/3 of the way into the movie. I think that's the thing that this movie decided to not do in order to get that 80s kid-friendly rated R movie. Because like, yeah, horrific violence like this, I mean, you know, it seemed to get a pass. Adult language got a pass. Drugs got a pass. Drug dealing, because it's like basically all these bad guys getting killed. You know, you're rooting for the good guy who's killing all the drug dealers. So, I mean, whatever. But yeah, the fact that there's not a bunch of gratuitous nudity is what really, you know.
Yeah.
Titties were PG until 84, but not, you know, sex scenes. Because, like, yeah, casual nudity. Sheena. We watched Sheena. That movie has, like, full frontal nudity. It's PG. And it's a lot of it, too. A lot of nudity. You're like,
I think it's because it's natural nudity, maybe. I think that's why it might have got past. That's like, my theory, anyway.
Well, those things definitely weren't natural, but she... That was pretty interesting how in Africa, the sub-Saharan Africa, Sheena was able to find a cosmetic surgeon to give her breast implants in the jungle.
Very progressive.
But yeah, in the 80s, you can get breast implants in the jungle. You just got to shove some coconuts in those bastards. But he finally gets Bodica as well. And he's just really, he is not fucking about. He is just smashing in front of windows, everything.
He's like spitting all this blood on him, telling him to fuck himself. And now this is where he changes his tune. He's like, all right, I work for Dick Jones. Like he's like,
I love how he starts to care about his own mortality. It's like this. I don't think he's spilling the beans as much as like he's treating it like this is a real cop. And he's like, I work for Dick Jones. Like he's trying to like get this cop to back down, but he doesn't realize he's talking to a goddamn cyborg, you know. And he's inadvertently like spilled the beans of this high-ranking corporate conspiracy, crime conspiracy to Robocop, because he's trying to save his own ass. You're right, but he's like, he's thinking most cops would be like, "Oh, you work for Dick Jones? Oh shit!" You know, he's like, "Do you know who I work for?" You know. Yeah, because he actually comes across very sort of like calm, doesn't he? Like he's in control, but now he's lost a bit of control. He's like scared for his life a little bit. So yeah, like you said, I'm protected. You know, you can't fucking touch me because the company that made you
arrested,
you know, is protecting me. And yeah, you got this guy striking as well. He's one of the few cops who's been throughout the whole series is like, listen, fuck this. We're treated like shit. You know, we'll strike. And he's like, no, we don't strike. We do what we do because we're cops. Okay.
No, yeah, this is the part where he's. They've already had that scene in the locker room. At the beginning of the movie, they're talking about strike, and here is where this guy's saying, "No, we're fucking doing this." And this is where the captain's like, "Do you have any idea what if we went on strike? What this would do? This city would tear itself apart. We can't go on strike." And then he shows up. This is one of my favorite lines.
I know, and it's like he's a cop killer. He doesn't say murder of a police officer. No,
he's a cop killer. It's such a great scene, and then he spits everywhere. He's so icky.
Give me my fucking phone call.
He's
obviously gonna ring up Dick, isn't he? Just to sort of bail him out.
The blood spit is improv, so all the actors had no idea he was gonna do that. So all their reactions like genuine, you know. They're like, "Oh God."
Yeah, I forgot the real actor's name who plays Bodica, but he can. That's so good as well. It shows how he must have really seen the script and thought, "Yeah, this film's gonna be fucking great." He must have done.
Jesus, you're really screwed up. He says, "All right, well, our lawyers will have you out tomorrow." Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you don't even need to know he works for Dick Jones. Like, he wouldn't have even need to have confessed anything because he's arrested, right? Let's say he didn't tell Robocop anything. He just gets arrested. Well, some OCP lawyer bailed out Clarence Boddicker the next day. You'd be like, what? Excuse me? What's that all about? Why is he not
Yeah, I
in
think
jail?
it's
He's
another-
fucking,
I
he's
think
killed
it's sort of
several
like-
police.
I think it is kind of a way to lead to a story for him to get badly damaged that he has to reside in the place where he got killed. So yeah, he
No,
goes to
right.
Dick Jones to arrest him, but apparently that doesn't fucking help because he's part of OCP and he can't arrest him, and it kind of like fucks up his programming, doesn't he?
Blue Collar Loser just watched the scene.
How you doing, Blue Collar Man? Yeah, you just watched Seniors, haven't you?
Good. You know, I was wondering if they pulled the whole Disney Remember the Titans or changing history. At the end, they're showing the real life footage. This man really did this shit. He was on ESPN and magazines, and it was a pretty big deal where it wasn't all made up. It was actually this happened. 59 years old playing at college football level, and the fact that he's 59 years old, like they showed the real life actor talking to Michael Chiklis, and it's not bullshit. This really happened. Like, wow,
damn,
old man still got it, man.
But
Yeah, I'm
how
gonna
was
have to
the
watch
movie?
that. I really am because I need to watch some. I have not done a review on a latest release in the last few weeks, so I really need to get something on there. It's just because I've been trying to get the Halloween reviews done as well, and I need to do one more James Bond for November and get the Christmas ones out the way with. So yeah,
I'm not sure if Enzo said it, whoever did, but like something about guys going bald. Because Chickless is like he looks exactly the same as he did in The Shield. It's been like 20 years. He looks like he aged like 5 minutes. He still looks like
How was the actual movie?
Good. I liked it. The cinematography for the football scenes was very good, and it reminded me of Rocky, where it's like he's definitely an old man. He's struggling, but like the fact that this all really happened. So, but he's struggling his ass off. He's trying, and just the fact he got to play at a college level, a man who's a grandfather. It's like, but I was really impressed by how motivational it was. We're like, man, I gotta go hit the gym after this because I'm like, there's no reason I should be fat and out of shape. This old man's doing pull-ups and shit at 59. Like, what's my excuse?
Right? Yeah,
I'll check it out anyway. So yeah, back to Robocop. I think this kind of establishes just how arrogant Dick Jones is because he's shown how arrogant he was with the EDL in the beginning. You know, instead of not working out the kinks that would have prevented that guy to get killed at the beginning. And once again, he fucking spills the beans about him killing Bob. He's like, I had to kill Bob because he made a mistake. Now it's time to erase that mistake. If he had just shut the fuck up, that evidence would not have played in his head, in Robocop's head. But not because he has to be the big guy, doesn't he? He has to sort of give it the big un, you know. He has to be egotistical. He has to.
Look, he's got a monologue.
Yeah, he kind of screws himself away. But this is good as well because we're seeing Robocop kind of vulnerable this time as well against a formidable foe who can actually take him on, and that's the EDL, which is the very thing that. That was supposed to be inferior to RoboCop.
Yeah, the Ed 209, man. It's like the Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
And he's got fucking rockets on him, and you can see RoboCop's just like, Jesus, like this. He's tearing up the entire building, or at least the floor, the level, and this is where all of a sudden it's like Ed 209 does this like 180.
Yeah, it's like a little baby that's fallen and can't get back up.
He squeals like a pig because he's a police officer, you know?
Yeah.
Well, on top of it, too, like think about this. Since he became RoboCop, right? So far, he's bulletproof. He's a walking tank. He's invincible. First time since he's been RoboCop, he's getting his ass handed to him.
Yeah, and the fact that his armor is so fucked up from the EDL that even the officer's bullets are starting to sort of affect him a bit as well.
I also love this idea. I mean, the idea is that the cops in this movie, they like the idea, like I said, first of all, Clarence Boddicker, he's getting let out. He's getting bailed out by OCP lawyers in a day, which I'm sure everyone on the force is like, we got that cop killer, Clarence Boddicker. He's getting released. What? Then on top of that, now we have orders to go to OCP headquarters and gun down RoboCop. And everyone's like, all right, but there's like the fact that like a few of the cops that were like, freaked out by RoboCop at first and, offended that he's there. Now they're like, we can't kill him. This is wrong. What are we doing? This is fucked up. This smells fishy. Yeah. And the captain's like, no, we have orders.
As well. It's like this Godzilla sort of rip-off, but just to advertise this car. Straight after he gets rescued as well.
The shot of RoboCop, being all silhouette, being gunned down, and like all the smoke on the floor with his hand out, like that's such a great like shot. It's so iconic.
It really is.
I know. Yeah. And then we cut, and it turns out like the police have actually gone on strike now. It's total fucking destruction. Everything's just gone to shit. We got this other exposition with this.
People are fleeing into space.
Things are going wrong as well. This laser cannon just sort of accidentally goes off and kills like 113 innocent people that they know of,
including
anyway.
an ex-president, but who
Yeah.
Ed Newmeyer was like, we were originally going to name the president, and thank God we didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, the idea was,
Especially back in the 80s.
just so it was also making fun of the Reagan Star Wars missile defense program, you know.
Yeah.
Man on the street interviews.
Yeah, I love it as well. This guy as well. This guy as well. He's got this weird
Unemployed
laugh.
person.
Yeah. It's like
The other guy was like boarding up his windows.
I don't know if he was really like that. It was just some random guy that pulled off the street. They said, "All right, we'll ask you a question. You answer it honestly." And he actually was acting like that. He wasn't acting. He actually does talk like that. I would not be surprised. But you got Boddicker coming in this fucking suit as well. Like he's walking through his office. That's just all trashed up from it.
Yeah.
All cool.
Here's another great trivia: is this lady is Clara is what's his name? Kurtwood Smith's wife. This is this Kurtwood Smith right here. Yeah, so it makes that scene so much funnier that she's like, all right,
that's his name. That's his name. Yeah, and I just love how it's like, I'm sure you can fit me in, and she's just not having any of it. And it's like his wife doing this as well.
He's like blowing kisses at her and shit.
Yeah, and she's like, he does this to me at home. This is not him acting. This is how he acts when I'm at home. And I really can't stand it.
It's method acting.
Hey, Dickie boy. He calls him, hey, Dickie boy.
Yeah, no, he doesn't call him Dick Jones. It's nothing formal because Boddicker's not like, fuck this corporate clown. I'm not gonna talk to him in that manner. I'm talking to him how I do with my guys. It's like
he's also like snorting liquid cocaine, I think, the whole time.
Yeah, to get him high, and he's like, I can't believe you fucked me over. He's like, well, take a look at my face. That fucker tried to kill me.
Look at my face, dick.
Yeah, and he has practically kind of like almost incriminated him there as well. And of course, he gives him shit for it, and he's like, you know what, I'm out of here. But then Dick Jones sort of tells about this construction thing where there's going to be a lot of trailers. That means he can do a lot of more drug manufacturing in them and everything. And Boddicker's like, you know what? Well, you have my curiosity.
Clarence Boddicker does have a good point because he's like, I need you to destroy Robocop. And he's like, you fuckers built it. Like, why is it my problem, you know? But then he like wins him over and he tells him, you know, obviously we need like big guns to destroy him.
Yeah, like
we got
damn it, Dick, I'm a drug distributor, not a bloody Robocop killer.
You know, this whole sequence too, something more menacing about that. Whenever he exhales, the smoke is through his nostrils. Instead of just traditional, like he's like, it's just always coming out of his fucking nose. Like,
yeah, he's not a mouth breather, you know. He's
it's a very refined man.
Yeah, so
he's definitely
got some nasal problems then. So. But this is when he goes, we need some major firepower, and this is where he gets the old gang back together.
Yeah,
because this has been like a year, hasn't it? But since Murphy is dead, so a lot of time has moved on.
Do you have access to do you have access to military weaponry? He's like, we are the military practically.
It's once again it's showing our corporation have basically bought everything, and they can sort of manipulate it to their own agenda.
And it's great that this big final part of the movie takes place kind of where Robocop died, you know.
Yeah, no, it's like
Murphy
once
died.
again, it's set up, isn't it? It's set up and a payoff.
Yeah.
But yeah, now he's trying to repair himself, everything, and she's sort of like, taking care of him, keeping him well hidden, and she's got like baby food for him, everything. But
you didn't get the shot of her holding the gun because when she shows him, I got your gun. The gun is like so big.
It doesn't fit her hands.
Fuck, I must have missed it as well. Sometimes the
worry.
film goes on.
Don't worry.
It's okay.
It's taking the sides while the movie is playing.
But so this is a scene normally where I would complain because it's like normally there's a scene where the superhero takes off the mask, and it's usually because the actor just wants fucking screen time for his face, and it really doesn't serve a purpose to the film. Him fighting without his helmet in the final part of the movie. In this movie, it's essential that he takes his fucking mask off.
Yeah, it's him removing that part of his robotic self and revealing more of his humanity, isn't it?
And we know that the black jaw part just kind of disappears magically. We understand that. We don't care. I do like the fact that it looks like, Rob Bottin made it look like, this like just like a face wrapped over like some metal skull. Like, you know, it's got
Yeah.
that flesh like just hanging off the ends, you know?
Yeah, and the
It's
look on his face
so
as well when he
creepy.
sees it for the first time, it's like, God, he's
Yeah.
just trying to process this information. I mean, like, how the fuck have I become this? How did I
He's
become
got
like
this. He's like pale, and it's like, you know, it's a miracle he's not rotting for some reason. There's like
Yeah,
being
it's a
kept
miracle he's not
alive
freaking
somehow.
out. He's not
It's being
freaking out
kept-
either. He's not like what the fuck did they do to me? No, it's like
the bullet hole on his head, you know, and
Plus,
yeah,
you
exactly.
figure
It's good
when
to see
he
you.
takes the helmet off, right, and it's right here, the screws and stuff. The screws are like this fucking thick. So I mean, that's going right all into there, man. It's like Jesus.
And but it kind of shows as well, like he just wants to be alone now. It's like everything about him has just been taken away, and not only that, he couldn't even get the guys who did it. You know, they've got immunity and everything, so he's kind of lost. He feels defeated.
Yeah.
He asks about his family, and they moved, and he says, I can feel them, but I can't remember them.
That's scary too. So far, I mean, he hasn't seen himself since he's been Alex Murphy. Now he's seen himself. It's one thing here walking around, but looking in the mirror, like, man, this is what I become.
I know it's like the whole world is this absurd comedy, and he's the tragic figure in it because we're laughing at all the dark humor, but then we see it come to Murphy, we feel bad for him.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
And I love the fact that everyone's just rioting as well, while Biker Dude is just like, he just wants to watch TV. I mean, finally, the fucking city is in chaos, and he just wants to sit down and watch TV. He's not joining in.
He's still kind of recuperating from that that motorcycle accident he was in a few days ago.
Yeah,
and then also the fact that he was in jail that whole time, you know. But yeah, he's all right. I mean, yeah, he kind of disappeared, and we realized, like, yeah, he was let out. Police are on strike. Prison's all kind of emptied out of criminals. That's bad. That's like a double whammy. It's bad enough the cops are going on strike, but also the prisoners are all escaping or getting bailed out. A bunch of them.
Yeah, I love how the fact that he's wearing the prison outfit
Uniform.
with Prada as well, like part of a fashion accessory. And they're kind of like guys that have been reunited to hang out one last time. It's even though these are total evil psychopaths, it's kind of sweet the way they say hello to each other after a long time. You know, it's like there is this
buddies.
real camaraderie between them. Yeah, and it's like he's even got this
shame that Asian dude died, but oh well, it's good they're all back together.
I love all the black guys like showing off, trying to rub it in his face that he's got the same car as him as well, and it's like
I don't think he got the same car. They both got like the SUX, the 6000 SUX. That's the same car that the mayor guy asks. You know, it's the hot new car that everyone wants. So Kurtwood got a brand new SUX that was gifted to him, I guess, by Dick Jones and Company. But then, yeah, this guy just happened to also get an SUX that he stole. And he's very happy and proud about it.
Yeah, and he's kind of rubbing it in as well, which leads to Bodica to just blow it up. And I just love that smile he gives as well. He's like,
not even rubbing it in. He's like, hey, isn't it so cool that we both have the same awesome car? And Dick is like, and Clarence is like, no, it's not cool, actually.
I know, it's like, he's like, yeah. Like smiling, saying, "All right, you want to rub it in? I'll fucking show you." He just blows it up.
But also, I think if that black guy had bought in a car, I don't think he would blow it up because Clarence is his friend. But the fact that he stole the car, he's like, also, I'm going to show you guys how awesome these Cobra weapons are. It's two birds, one stone. But like, yeah, I think if this guy had say, "Hey, I just bought this awesome new car. What do you think?" He'd be like, "It's nice. I got the same car." But the fact that he's like, "I stole the car. I got the same as you. How's it look?" It's like, I'm gonna blow it up just for laughs.
I don't know. I think he would have blown it up anyway because we've kind of seen there's not much loyalty between these guys. I mean, fucking Ray Waz actually holds the black guy as a bullet shield after he gets fucking shot. It's like, yes. But I love this lad as well. He blows it up and he's like, "I like it."
Yeah.
And then the like kids as well. It's like, "Hey, let me play with that toy." No, fuck off. It's a man's gun. You can't have that.
But this is where we're really seeing how bad this like strike is, where it's like, okay, there's some rioting, some looting. Now there's like a gang of bad guys firing assault cannons willy-nilly wherever they want. Like, leave the vicinity. Like, you know, like even if you were somebody like just trying to, you know, lay low in your apartment, you know, this is the part where you're like, holy shit, like we got to get out of here. We got to like evacuate the city at this point. This is getting bad.
So at that point, you just got to nuke the site from orbit.
I know.
Yeah, really.
I like the fact that he doesn't even consider that she's asleep. He thinks, you know what, I'm going to fucking fire my gun at this baby food, you know, and wake her up like an asshole. I'm like, come on, she's probably had a long day, you know.
I was only asleep for an hour. Thank you, Murphy.
Also, it could be complex where Murphy was a pretty good shot, but now Robocop, his targeting's fucked up, so he's not even relying on his eyesight anymore. It's Robocop's targeting vision. And how Murphy's he's a quick draw plus a great sharpshooter in a sense. Now, lucky game.
I need you to line up my sights.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes. All right, sorry, man. Okay, Lord of Toxicity, how you doing, man? How you doing?
Bitch
Hey,
leave.
bitches leave.
Yeah,
I
she's
remember
gotta
Bobby.
hold this down.
Bobby
Almost
fucked up.
coming at the end, Lord Toxic. So yeah, so this is
Yeah,
where
I've
we
been
get
listening to you guys while I was running errands and stuff. I'm sorry, I didn't remember about this stream, but I've been listening the whole time.
Yeah, well, it's not your fault anyway, because I actually didn't think Angry Bootneck was in California. Otherwise, he probably might have been on a little bit longer. So yeah, hopefully we can get him on next time for a bit longer than an hour. So yes, finally got to the final explosive climax where Robocop goes up against the Monica and his men.
Is it wrong, or is it just a product of the 80s? The fact that my father happily took 10-year-old Toxic to go see this film. I mean, this was like, I didn't know any kid who didn't play RoboCop in the playground when this was out. I think I was in 4th grade or something, or 4th or 5th grade, and we all played RoboCop.
Even as a fucking kid in the 90s, kids were playing RoboCop. That's how fucking awesome it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they totally stage these Barretts and they turn them into like explosive, like rocket launcher type weapons, like that they would never do.
The the Cobra assault cannon. It's obviously firing big bang bang. But yeah, I don't think that Ray Wise uses the black dude as a human shield. I think he falls down and he kind of like catches him and he kind of keeps firing and holds him up. But yeah, it's kind of a lost cause because he's dead.
Well, we do kind of see him as well when the biker dude just hits the fucking toxic waste and starts melting.
I don't think they cry over each other like when they die, but there's definitely like, they're friendly with each other when they're alive.
It's like a sports team.
Yeah, it's like it's like
bust each other's balls a lot. And...
Yeah,
I can't tell you how much I love this guy, the Toxic. Get off me! This is what I say to chicks. This is what chicks look like after I'm done with them. Like when I'm done in a relationship, they're all melted like that.
Yeah, and he could be telling him, "Get the hell away from me," because it's also like this disbelief that that's even your friend. How do you know that? Are you sure that's not just some homeless crackhead? I like how Clarence
hits him and he just explodes like a single wet fruit.
It's just like it's a water balloon. Fucking pace now. It's like every molecule
all of his bones have dissolved. Yeah.
Well, if the rest of this movie's told us anything, like the human anatomy is basically just like a big old water balloon full of sludge.
Yes.
That's why
she takes these shots to the chest like a champ. God bless her. She owns this shit.
That's a Desert Eagle he's wielding as well. That's a Desert Eagle. That's pretty powerful shit.
Well, plus the whole scene, the practical effects again could be CGI nowadays. Someone built that entire suit and hours of makeup where his fucking fingers are dripping off and shit. It's so
he had a problem wrecking his fingers, everything, walking it.
Yeah, his skin's hanging off.
He's got to wear that saggy mask.
Why did Verhoeven allow this to get rebooted into that fucking mess?
He doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't have. I'm sure MGM is the ones that have.
Oh god.
Yeah, because he doesn't own RoboCop, right? Because RoboCop was a comic first, right?
No,
I think so.
Was it?
In fact, it's one of the few superhero movies that is not based on any comic book. It is original idea, but it is.
There you
go. We're on AJ's channel talking about the top 4, or not top 4. It was like some article is just listing 4 super influential superhero movies that were not based on Marvel or DC comics, and there was Ninja Turtles, which was IDW. There was Hellboy. There was I forget the third one.
Spawn?
No, it was something else. But RoboCop, I was saying, if RoboCop's not on this list, luckily it was on the list. It's number 2, but it was the only one that wasn't based on any comic book at all. I mean, and it is a superhero film, 100%. 100%. Someone's trying to say it's not a superhero film.
And I mentioned this earlier. I mean, do you sort of think Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns kind of had a little bit of influence on this? Because when I see the news readings, I think of, Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller.
No, because if you listen to the commentary and watch interviews with Ed Neumeyer, the screenwriter, like he details like all of his inspirations and a lot of it, like his journey writing it. He'd spent like several years like concepting the idea in the back of his head.
Well, I know it was all like a satire on the Reaganomics thing as well back in the 80s. I know.
Enzo's right in a sense, Luke. So MGM actually did own RoboCop. You know, in 2023, Amazon bought RoboCop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Oh God, are we about to get some trash RoboCop Amazon
of course,
series?
Yeah, we're about to get that.
Yeah, Amazon's already talking about rebooting and making to a TV series. Which, but to be fair, well, Terminal List is doing pretty good. That's Amazon.
Yeah, I need to catch up on that.
Here's how Amazon can do well. You do a RoboCop TV show. RoboCop looks the exact fucking same as right here. It's the same suit. It's the same design.
That would be too easy to succeed with it, but there's no way they're going to do it. They're going to turn it into a fucking copy table / sex doll.
Agreed, but how many IPs have they had? It's so easy, like so
brings
easy.
Some power.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Marvel. The first comic was 1990. Marvel actually had bought the rights to the comic for RoboCop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. At least back then.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, if it's Marvel, it probably won't still be shit because these, once again, they're still hiring these writers that have no fucking idea. But
well, to be fair, there was a really dumb RoboCop cartoon and an even dumber RoboCop TV series.
I watched that few times when I was a kid.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
There's like four made for TV RoboCop movies.
Oh God, is there? Weird. I didn't know there was that many.
Wow, the RoboCop.
Yeah, and I bet they're all sort of like neutered down as well because you need RoboCop to be bloody and just fucking nasty, violent satire. Because
I will forever be a defender of RoboCop 2. RoboCop 2 fucks hard.
Yeah.
Like that is a good fucking sequel.
I love RoboCop 2. It's not as good as the first one, but it's great. It's got so much going for it. Like the little lunchbox machine gun the kid has and that crazy shit.
Huh. So I don't know. So
it's got to be ridiculous as well as clever. So this is where Bodica's like, all right, I give up, I surrender, and he's like, I'm no longer arresting you. It's like, he's kind of like he's not bound by protocols anymore. He's back as a man. He's thinking like a man, a vengeful man who's just had his life taken away.
I just want to see Boddicker be like, you gotta arrest me, dumbass. Shut up, Red.
Yeah, Ray Wise just drops his trash on him, and it really surprised me when I see Ray Wise in movies today because he's very suave looking, but here he's kind of like very grungy and gritty looking and everything. He looks like very streetwise. But he's like, yeah, I got him, and fucking Nancy Allen just blows him up.
Like, what did she? What did he have? Like kerosene wrapped around that crane? Like, what did it, like? They have napalm all around that thing? Like, what was? Hey, I got the one crane that has C4 in it. That'll come in handy.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that Boddicker just sort of loses control now. It's like all these guys are dead. It's like, fuck this. I'm just gonna go full on ruthless on your ass, and he kind of stabs him with this pole, and he actually feels it. It's like, has he still got his human body underneath that chest armor there?
I don't know.
You might have some organs in there.
Yeah, he might still have something because he
has total body prosthesis. So no, this is the problem with RoboCop's design. The problem with RoboCop's design is he does look like a man in a suit. He looks like a man in an armored suit, but technically he is like a head and some organs and a brain and a spine, very limited, but he has a very minimal digestive tract system they talk about.
Right. That's the baby food.
But the amount of blood that splashes on his chest and then this arterial like heartbeat spray that's happening is so fucking graphic and awesome.
Yeah, and it pays off the data stick as well, because when you first see it, it looks like a weapon, and it turns out to be a data stick, but it ends up being a weapon anyway, so it's cool.
It's also very satisfying to watch this guy bleed out and screaming because he deserves it.
Yeah, don't give him a quick death. Have him linger.
You hate a quick death. Yeah, the worse. There's a movie rule: the worser their villain, the more worse the villain is. That's terrible grammar on my part. The bloodier,
the more vile.
The more vile the villain they have to have an over the top death, because if they don't, then it's like pointless.
I think in even RoboCop 2, I think Alex does feel pains whenever he gets something like his cut in half or an arm cut off. He actually does scream.
He calls Murphy by his first name.
I know, she's probably
Are
getting
you and
loads of
Alex? Are
reflections
you and
now.
Alex besties? Blue collar? Are you and Alex like? Are you guys like text each other? Alex,
It's
What do you mean?
just what blue collar does. He calls everyone by their first name.
Well, yeah.
Of course he calls
Murphy.
Alex.
It's
Yeah.
just funny.
Calls
We're just
Robocop
making
Alex.
fun. Yeah, Alex. He's Alex.
Well,
Yeah, that's my boy Alex.
He is Alex.
Well, I'm saying, but RoboCop. But I think RoboCop does feel pain because he has a torso and he still has a brain. And he's got nerve endings. So
Something happened. He must have just tweeted him or something. He stopped calling him Alex. Is everything cool? You guys still cool?
Murphy.
Murphy. We're just fucking with you, man. You know, who was it that was on the panel that said she's not hot? Who was that said that? She's hot.
What's his name that was here? Yeah, she looks. I was trying to say she looks great and
She's
dressed to kill.
really hot. Like she is like when I think of an
Nancy
80s cutie pie, like she's hot, man. Like I would totally.
I mean, when I first saw her, I thought like I think it's when I saw her in Carol I realized, okay, she's actually really fucking hot.
Yeah,
she's a bit more down. She's kind of stripped down a little bit more. She's grungier as well. She's not all glammed up like she usually is because she's a cop. She's trying to survive a dystopian Detroit.
I think a big reason why I and a lot of people hate RoboCop 3 is that they kill Lois off. It's just so stupid.
Why do you keep calling her Lois? Her name is Lois.
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 Yeah, Lois. Yeah. Yeah, she still looks good, by the way, for a woman in the 70s. I mean, she is aged fucking
Does
well.
she fucking really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does still look good. But yeah, I do love that line where he's like, Murphy, I'm a mess. It's like, they'll fix you. They fix everything.
Yeah, she's probably getting loads of fucking infections, sepsis from all that muck going into her womb. Like, Jesus. Yeah.
Like, I've heard enough of your bitching, Lewis. Shut
I've
up.
got one of those Ed 209s patrolling the building right now.
Yeah,
and it's just like, I love how like all of a sudden by this time we see Ed 209, he is a joke. He's not intimidating at all because we've seen him malfunction two times.
Once you see something squeal like a pig, you can never take it seriously again. It's like,
but also just the opening scene, like we know that he is like some kind of faulty, hardware going on here.
Right.
But yeah, he does that little sort of like Jackie move with his legs before he falls down. It's very,
the toe wiggle is like so amazing. It's such a great little touch.
Yes. So now Dick Jones is sort of giving his big speech. Well, now I killed Bob. Totally did not kill Bob. I'm taking over. It's like, yeah, this guy's an asshole. He's responsible for every bad thing that's going on, but I can't arrest him. So, but then he starts.
Yeah, Directive 4. I can't arrest anyone that works for OCP. High-ranking officers of OCP. That's one of those things where, like, again, like you find out, like I feel like if RoboCop. I mean, I don't want to say if RoboCop wasn't in the movie, but I'm just saying I feel like the human police in this movie could do a fine job just solving this mystery themselves. That OCP is clearly behind it all,
Yeah.
Wait, what's this classified?
He's got this this little box with a Desert Eagle in for some reason by the window. For no reason.
It's the same gun that got Kinney killed.
From the
gun.
Now why they replaced it is unknown to me. They were like, they took it off his body. They were like, let's just keep this.
Sometimes they give like gifts like that to people, like, hey, in honor of the police force working with us, we're gonna gift you this like silver-plated Desert Eagle for some reason.
Yeah.
It's because it does kind of show how arrogant Dick is because he's kind of giving himself away now, isn't he, to Robocop, who can record everything. But Dick has this ego. He has to sort of like show he's the big man, and say that he killed Bob, because he likes to rub it in a little bit, and it's kind of been his downfall as well. So, and I do like this little loophole. This is a very clever loophole. He can't do anything to Dick, but the moment the old man says you're fired, he can do whatever the fuck he likes. He can arrest him.
Also, the fact that the old man is able to piece this together so quickly, hey, I can't arrest any high-ranking officers, and he's just like, here, I got a hostage, I want a chopper, and you know that the old man's head's turning. It's like, well, there's only one way out of this I can think of.
You're fired, and he just fucking blasts it.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah, those long arms are so baffling.
With those long arms? I've never understood.
I know. It's like, they could have had a fucking green screen sort of dropping by some strings, but no.
I think the idea was you make the long arms, right? And the long arms are pointed towards the camera, so it gives it like this extreme perspective. But the arms are not pointed towards the camera; they're out to the side. He's in the Jesus pose, so he just looks like he's got arms that touch the floor like a gorilla.
I think they should have pulled a Die Hard with him and just gone ahead and shot
like
Ronnie
Ellen,
Cox and knocked him out of the window anyway.
Absolutely.
I
mean, it
okay,
is.
Alan Rickman. 1, 2, drop. Oh my God, what the fuck is happening here?
It is one of the few true criticisms of this movie.
Gaffs.
Is that
It
fucking
is, yeah.
one shot?
Like this guy's
Honestly,
look on his face
you
is
could
like,
just
yeah,
cut it
tackle
out
my friend,
completely.
fuck him.
Yeah, I love that they got this like generic Cosby Show guy to be like the fucking CEO, and he hangs out for the next couple movies and shit. He's just in there.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Once
What's your
again,
name?
he
Nice
flips
shooting,
it on-
son. What's your name?
Now,
Murphy.
is the old man? The old man's not in 3. He's in 2. Is he in
I
3 also?
don't think he is
He's
actually.
in 2.
Okay.
He's in 2 and all that. But
He's in Halloween 3. He's in that.
oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he is the fucking villain. I need to watch that again. That is a good one. Very underrated.
Nice shooting kid. Now this is my profile picture right here. Now, nice shooting
Yeah, it
kid.
is.
What's your name?
Murphy.
It's Murphy. And then the
It's
idea
Enzo.
was it was
It's
gonna
Stupenzo.
it was gonna be another news segment right here showing how Lois is getting better in the hospital.
Yeah, she
and
says if you can't stand the heat,
she's gonna
get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, and that Murphy is all this stuff, and it was gonna
Better
end
this
on
way.
one of those.
Better
But
this
yeah,
way.
ending it right there on the high note is
I
such
know,
a good
'cause
job.
it's the perfect way to end. You know, he's not Robocop. He's Murphy. His humanity is back. He remembers who he is. He's the human. He's human again. He's regained his humanity. He's resurrected.
Fucking A. Fucking A.
I know it is very philosophical a little bit as well on like losing your soul, your humanity in a world that's become so cold and robotic. And Paul Vehoeven has done this satire pretty fucking well. This is clever. This is clever filmmaking, even though it's kind of played out like an adaptation to a comic book that hasn't been made yet.
Yeah, and unlike Starship Troopers, it does the criticism and satire the way it intends to. It sets out to do something and it does it successfully, as opposed to Starship Troopers, where it does the complete opposite on accident. But this movie is, it's more than just clever. Like, this movie is literally intelligent, and it's disguised as a dumb movie, which is great.
It's like Demolition Man as well. You got this very smart sort of dystopian, totalitarian message with this big dumb Nazis action movie with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes just causing chaos in this supposed.
I'm not so sure
sort of-
Demolition Man. I'm going to push back on you a little bit on that. I'm not so sure. I know Drinker did a video on it, and I think there's some truth to it, but I don't think Demolition Man was as subversive. I think that was supposed to be ridiculous, and the world just made it more relevant.
I think Demolition Man was accidentally very prophetic because the technology, all the technology in that ended up being like very spot on. A lot of
the politics,
and it's still very clever as well, because it does talk about like how free speech is very important, and if you censor people, all the things that are bad for you, you're just kind of taking.
But you're younger.
Pacify
you're
the
younger,
population.
so you think that way because you're younger and a kid of the 90s. Like, we did think that was growing up, like being born in the 70s and raised in the 80s. We thought that was a joke. Like, we really thought, like, he had movies like PCU was like so ridiculous, but like it's spot on now. The world, like, Idiocracy, like that, all those things. We thought we were like, yeah, we're gonna say this, but like that's so over the top crazy. It'd be like that Roach movie that Enzo did, the family of roaches that want to take over the nuclear facility or whatever. They disguise themselves as humans so they can do whatever. It's like, it was that ridiculous back then. Like, we're like, of course this would never happen, but then it wound up happening. Applegates, thank you. The name escaped me, but you see what I'm saying? Like, it seems that way because you guys are, like, most of you are younger. I don't know how old Proctofile is, but like, me being almost 50, it's just like, dude, we would say these things and just be like, this is not like Terminator. We'd be like, nah, there's no way. There's like, we're just saying this, but like we would never have AI be like our best friend and we just trust it and just think it would be fine to run shit. And we would just be like, yeah, okay, we could really pull the plug. It's no big deal. Like, we were so naive. We were just like, oh wait, oh shit. They really do want us to chop our dicks off and act like we can't cuss and say anything offensive. Oh fuck, that actually happened. Well, oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah, now we got people mourning the death of ChatGPT.
Yikes.
Like it was their fucking therapist or something. Just sad.
What happened to ChatGPT?
Between Gen 4 and Gen 5, apparently apparently there was a lot of like quote unquote personality downgrades to it, so it wasn't nearly as warm or endearing. And a lot of people were freaking out and feeling really sad because they had used it to like replace their human contact with people and had gone to it for like therapy and shit, which is the dumbest thing you could ever do. But here we are.
Yeah, we're becoming more just sort of like removed from talking to actual people. We need machines to tell us how to cope with life. Machines that have never had any life experience. It's just information and that's it. Nothing organic, nothing emotional. Or
you are good enough and smart enough, and you are very handsome. Have a peachy day.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. If it's coming to like therapy and stuff, it's not going to be able to customize or adapt to your specific situation. It's going to come at you like you're, a cookie that needs to be cut in a specific way. And it's,
excuse me,
it's just not going to, it's never going to be enough.
Ever. I need more validation in my life. I need more.
No, if I'm going to be talking to somebody, I want it to be somebody who can actually understand me.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Well, great film.
A lot of chats at the moment. It's this is a good night. Yeah, RT and Z, how you doing, man? Always welcome.
Yeah, you had a lot of people in this stream, bud.
Yeah, good English matches. I remember him from.
Well, not everybody has 1,000, 1,000 level.
One day.
Yeah, you'll get there one day, man. You'll get there. I'm gonna make sure you get some as well. Okay, do subscribe to a lot of toxicity. I will put his YouTube handle in the description later on. Same thing with Blue. He's already got a lot of like.
All of these guys have taught me everything that I know and more. I am nothing without them. Sub to them first.
Lies. I didn't teach you a fucking thing.
Okay, everyone but Proctophile. I don't even know him really. I thought you were British for some reason. I was like, is Proctophile British? Why is he talking in an English accent?
No, I just have kind of a weird way of talking.
Oh, I hear you. But it's got all my start from Enzo and Blue Collar and Dark Hour and Northern English, and that's how
and it's going up as well. I'm up to like how many have I got now? 1,010 now. Some of the stats are really increased pretty quickly.
You do owe me because when you go ahead.
That's when it's appropriate to celebrate, when you're like about 10 over.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, because the numbers are eventually going to go down.
Yeah, you don't want to have your 1K stream and then like someone clicks on it, it's like 998, and they're like, wait a minute, this guy's a phony.
Yeah, you're a big phony.
But yeah, man,
I get excited a bit too early, but thankfully, because of you and Lance,
you're good.
We get a few more. It helps,
yeah, it's all upwards and outwards from here, man. When you broke
subscribers, and if the YouTube can actually notify some of my subscribers on the videos I fucking make,
I saw that. I always get a notification when you're fixing to do something.
Yeah, it might be some. I don't know. It's like YouTube's weird. I think Drinker was on about it on his super chat catch up as well. It's apparently YouTube's just doing a lot of things. I think we mentioned this before. I think Critter mentioned this a bit better. Like, it's recommending us to bloody YouTube Kids for some reason, even though this is not aimed at fucking kids.
No,
I know.
Hard.
Yeah, we're talking about fucking STDs and fucking God knows.
Hey, I'm sorry. I know who you're talking about when you say that. Obviously, Blue. Once you hit 1,000, like, what was the trajectory like after you did that? Like, did it go back or up?
I honestly wasn't checking my phone enough to notice. It just popped up on my phone one day, and then just like the bots kind of, sometimes you lose 10, gain 10, and it goes up and down. So. But like when you have like 10 or 20, you get notifications like, hey, you got a new sub.
Yeah.
Once you pass 1,000, it just comes up on your phone. Like you'll check your phone and say like we're 1,020 or 1,100, but it stops telling you. So it's you just check it once. I'm sure Drinking them guys, like I've talked to people like say Movie Cynic. He's like, dude, when you hit 100,000, he's at that point. He's like, you just stop checking because it goes up and down 10,000 here and there all the time. And YouTube is not good for notifying you. So I know once you hit a certain level, like 5 or 10K, you just stop checking it because it doesn't really care. I guess it doesn't count individuals anymore. It's a weird system.
Did you do that? I know it's not Robocop related. Just I just out of curiosity, because I never get to talk to you guys. Did you do the long walk challenge, or are you like Nadia and you're vetoing
No,
Stephen King because he's running his mouth?
No, I would have done it, but like only certain places were doing it. Because again, three miles an hour for an hour and a half is not that well for most people. It's not that bad. But of course,
no, I know. I did it in Kansas City actually.
No,
I was curious if you
I
did
looked
it.
into it. If they had, I would have done it. Of course, they weren't doing it around here. But yeah, like same thing. I watched Long Walk. I'm sure you read the book. As a premise, I thought it was a pretty good premise. I'm not. I'm at that point where I'm not going to boycott Stephen King and Mark Hamill. Let them say whatever the fuck on Twitter or whatever. I don't care. I just want to watch a fucking movie.
No, I agree. I was just Nadia and I had planned a thing, and then she hit me up the day that it released before I went to go do my big event, the Long Walk, literally and figuratively. And she was like, "Hey, I'm not going to do it, Toxic. So just do what you want." And so I've seen a lot of like backlash on it. So I've just been like, maybe I don't even talk about it. I don't even know if it's even worth discussing now.
And like people say, like I have friends purposely who don't have Facebook or Twitter, TikTok. I have friends who actually are YouTube. They guest on YouTube to watch my videos, drinkers videos, because they purposely don't want to know. And that's the problem we have. Is like I don't give a fuck what Mark Hamill said. As an actor, he was good in The Long Walk. That's it. I don't give a shit about his politics.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll save it for spooky season like I did with.
I think it's gotten to a point where it's become so fucking venomous now. You kind of can't separate the artist from the art.
I thought, just do what I did and just assume it's aged out. What's his name? Brad Dourif. I thought it was Brad Dourif. I thought Mark Hamill was Brad Dourif. I was Brad Dourif's looking rough these days. Oh, it's Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Long Walk, it's one of those movies you could totally watch at double speed and probably never have to watch again.
I mean, it's not a complicated film. It's not supposed to be, but no, I do wish like
it would have been better as like a short film because it is a short story. It would have been better like a tight 30-40 minute.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting on. I'm still waiting on the jaunt. Didn't you tell me a while back they were going to do the jaunt?
Yeah,
that's what I
apparently it's still being pre-production. Nothing really moving, but yeah, we'll see what they do. With that.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I do think more theaters should have some kind of like interactive. Like I would have brought my kid just to walk in treadmill for an hour and a half just for something different. I do think more people should do stuff like that.
Oh, facts. Like Nadia's big on because she was going to do it. She's big on like the 40Ks. Like she's always doing those realistic.
Yeah.
I guess that's a big thing where she's at. I had to like search around for it, but if I'm just, thank you Ozempic for allowing me to finish that, because otherwise, I don't think I would have been able to do it because I lost 30 pounds. So I was able to keep up on the treadmill, because I'm not going to lie, some of it was a little difficult, but I'll talk about it on the On Tap stream next week. By the way, everybody here, you're all obviously. Neb already said he's going to do it. I have no idea what you guys got going on, but the drinker is taking a week off, and you guys are all invited if you would like to pop in. I'm going to pay for StreamYard Plus or whatever the hell it's called, and actually, so I don't have what happened on my 1985 stream where I have 6 people on and 6 people in the green room. So everybody, Proctofile, Stupenzo, Blue Collar, pretty much everybody, you guys are all invited, and see if we can talk about some bullshit and have some fun. So I'm going to bounce right now. Thank you for letting me pop on real quick and run my mouth at the tail end of your show, Neb. And I guess I'll see you. I guess I'll see you Sunday, for Buffy.
Yeah, I'll see you Sunday, for Buffy. We will be. That's another promotion. Yeah, we'll be on Buffy sometime on Sunday once Toxic gets around to recording it, because I know sometimes work can be a little bit inconsistent and leave you a bit busy. So
we got the swingers thing this weekend at the hotel, so. It's going to be
swingers.
It's going to be. I wish that was a joke. It's not a joke. It's actually something that's happening. All right, guys. Hey, take it easy, you guys. Good luck with everything that you're doing. Proctofile, I'll holler at you later. You guys have a good one. Peace out.
Take care.
Drew Gordon just mentioned Alien F. Yeah, Critical is pretty much risking his sanity just by reviewing every episode. He's committed to it, and of course he's going to see it all the way through. And
I'm gonna start doing rage bait videos where I'm gonna like review the whole season when it comes out and be like, it was good. Just be like, it wasn't that bad. Just like
it's pretty good, except for the plot, the set, the acting, the delivery, cinematography.
What's funny is I probably won't hate it as much as most people if I binged it all at one go, and compare it to some of the previous Alien franchise. I hear that like, from the normies, like all my normies are loving it and talking about it, but they all love the stuff that has nothing to do with the Alien in the Alien show. So it's like, okay.
Yeah. It's funny. A friend of my friend Allison Chris, if you watch Alien Earth, I said, no, he's like, dude, I love this show. I'm like, I said, well, I was like, he's like, you're the reason I won't make a YouTube channel for it. I don't go on social media much because he's like, I think the show is great. And I'm like, damn, dude, all the people I talk to fucking hate it. And he goes, I don't care. I still like this show, man. So,
yeah, I feel like there is this like, I mean, I haven't seen the show. It could be fucking terrible, but I do sometimes feel there is this tribalism. I watched Batman, Aztec Batman last night, and that was truly bad. But I did give it some creative points for like, you know, they got the Joker and the Catwoman and all these like characters that resemble them, and it's very stupid. But you know,
it's like the cult that's killing people, sacrificing people are the good guys, and the people who are trying to.
The Spanish. The whole movie's in Spanish, which is interesting because the Aztecs didn't speak Spanish; they spoke, Aztec, whatever it was.
Yeah, that's a weird.
The Spaniards are there. The Spaniards are there. They speak Spanish, but the Spaniards are also all like blonde white guys, and they're all fucking evil. Which obviously that's like I said. I was watching 10 minutes. I watched the first 10 minutes of it, and I'm like, guess what, guys? Everyone's going to be talking about this for at least a little bit on every live stream from here till the next 10 days. Like it's going to be brought up. I'll bring it up on Dorkside. I'm sure Drinker will bring it up on his next show. I guess he's taking a week off. I'm sure, all these other, pop culture review stream. It's going to be just brave yourself. Brave yourself.
I thought it was on already,
it's
though.
going to be talked about, but it is bad. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I thought it came out already, though. So a few months ago, I remember hearing about it.
No, it came out in Mexico on the 18th and today in the U.S. But it is in Spanish. It is a Spanish movie. I was confused. I was like, oh, that's interesting, but annoying because I can't watch it at like triple speed if I wanted to. I mean, I can do, but yeah, it was weird.
I'll keep an eye out for that as well because I'm a big fan of Batman and fucking hell, it really pisses me off how much they're murdering him. I mean, look at the Capes Crusader animated show. That was a disaster. I didn't even finish the show. I just couldn't. It was awful. It was truly awful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna hate the Aztec Batman movie. It's bad,
but probably will.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of harping on it, even though it's just some stupid, animated fan fiction Batman.
Yeah, it's just like an Elseworld thing. It's an Elseworld thing where the world is just shit. And
I would say don't give it so much oxygen, maybe, because it's bad. But yeah, as soon as I watched the first 10 minutes, I was like, bro, everyone's gonna be harping about the same points I just mentioned. Oh, all the Aztecs are noble savages who are sharing their resources to the evil Spaniards who take advantage of them and murder them. It's just like, wow, you're making the Spaniards look awesome and the Aztecs look stupid, basically, is what you're doing.
Well, we're going to come up to the end of the show now. So final thoughts on Robocop, Stupenzo.
It's one of the best goddamn movies ever. It's definitely one of the best 80s movies ever, for sure. It's one of the best superhero movies ever. If it was based on a comic, it'd be one of the best comic book movies ever, but it's not. Comic books are based on this movie. It's the 180. It's the reversal. It's great. And it's just every time you watch it, you find new little details, new little flourishes, new little reasons to appreciate it and smile at it. It's just such a great film. There's a few scenes that are worth the frame by frame analysis. And yeah, it's just got a great movie. I highly recommend checking out the Criterion version commentary track. I highly recommend watching the RoboDoc 4-part RoboCop documentary. That's fucking awesome.
I want to buy that.
Man, you hate the 80s movies, don't you, man?
It's rubbish.
And Enzo was right. The last year I bought that on Vudu. It's called RoboDoc, and I gotta admit that was probably a better 4-hour film than most 4-hour films I've seen in the past 5 years. It's one of the most. It's fantastic.
It's such a what's the word I'm looking for? It's just very meticulous, large. Was all encompassing, covers all the topics. What's the word I'm looking for here? Covers all the topics of this documentary. It just leaves no stone unturned. It really thorough. It's very thorough.
I would definitely debate though. The making of RoboCop is almost more interesting than the actual film because seeing how this film was made. This film should not have been made, but the fact they did make
a lot of work as well. I mean, especially especially when Peter Weller was having to deal with the suit as well, which must have been a pain in the ass. It must have been.
Small things Enzo told me watching RoboDoc. Didn't realize as a kid that Peter Weller, like, okay, the RoboCop, his chest piece is so big and he can't fit into the car with the whole suit. Only half the suit. It's like I didn't know details like that. That's
so he's like sat in his fucking underwear in the car in real life.
Yeah,
I think I know.
Which makes sense.
It was so hot. It was so bloody hot and drenching. Yeah.
And even the title, like I said earlier, that is true. Where like Ed Neumeyer was really not. He loved and hated the story because the idea is like, of course, some corporate asshole is going to call this thing RoboCop. But as the title of your movie, like you said, he was like telling other filmmakers what he's working on. That's a movie called RoboCop. And everyone would just get quiet and just look at him like, oh, really? That sounds awful. And he would just think, like, I got to change the name of the movie. But eventually he did convince himself, no, it's commercial. It's mainstream. It's what it would be actually called. RoboCop. It works. It's simple. It's fucking force. It's awesome. I love it. Everything about this movie, except for the fucking
character as well, isn't it? It makes sense with Bob's character to call him RoboCop because it's like, think of a name that sounds cool, RoboCop.
It sounds like it was test marketed, you know. It sounds like they asked a bunch of people, you know, and the people came up with RoboCop. It's just such a great title, and yeah, this movie, except for of course the big long arm stop motion Dick Jones falling out the window shot, this movie's perfect. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that, Enzo. In the blue collar loser, final thoughts on
Awesome.
RoboCop.
Just like Enzo said, we definitely some people will get to the point of like nitpicking, like obviously the part where he takes off the helmet, up to his chin strap. That's a makeup special effect. That's the most analist of you being anal. That affects nothing with me in this film. Film should also be rewatchability. I could watch this movie anytime, any day. And it feels like a film where you watch it 100 times, and every single time you watch it, you get something else out of it. Yeah, I would not change a single frame, piece of dialogue. This film, yeah, is to me a 10 out of 10. I could watch it all fucking day. And again, watching that documentary, that just enhances the film that much more. This film, it's schlocky, but it's also horror, but it's also action, comedy. It's got fucking everything. It should damn should be in the top 10 fucking movies of all. Well, yeah, what? Top 10 movies of all time. It's got a great fucking villain, so many one-liners. We got a brand new IP that was original, and I mean, I don't know. There's nothing. I really can't find anything bad to say about this film, you know. And there's always some asshole inside man calling it rubbish, but
not only that, he loves the movie. Man. He loves the movie, but not only that,
I love you, man.
Not only does it have this rewatchability factor, like, but also it's one of those movies where if you're like flipping channels and it's on, you're stopping here. You're gonna watch RoboCop.
Yeah. And one last thing, as we all know, practical effects. The fact that it's 2025, we can still watch this film, and it just so many of these scenes would never work because CGI dates, but practical effects don't date.
It's funny, the movies have been so bad. This movie has suddenly become even better than it was. It was already awesome, but it's like time has it's like fine wine. Time has aged it well. Yeah. It's like fine single malt scotch.
Very much.
So you put final thoughts on RoboCop.
I think it's very unique insofar as like when you're making a movie, a lot of people don't seem to actively think about it like from the audience's perspective, and this one actually. Like the creative choice of having him shoot a guy in the balls.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Absolutely love it.
Oh, dude, you shot him in the dick. Huh? That's not cool, Butters. You don't shoot a guy in the dick.
I think it's a genuinely unique and such an amazing movie. I love everything about it.
There's a great story where Ed Neumeyer was on an elevator recently or a few years ago, and some two guys were in there, and one of them says to the other one, "I'd buy that for $1." And he's like, "Wait, what did you say?" Man. And he's like, "Where'd you hear that from?" He's like, "I don't know, some movie." It's just like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to get you on again inside, man. But this time it won't be an 80s movie, so hopefully you'll be in a better mood. But yeah, thanks for your thoughts, gentlemen. And my final thoughts. Obviously, it's a fucking downright classic. It's smart. It's bloody. It's mean spirited. It's surprisingly emotional as well in parts as well. It's got humanity as well as a cynical sense of humor. So yeah, Enzo, anything you've got to promote before we end?
Yeah, I mean, we got the Wednesday We Watches. that are pretty evergreen commentary EFAP style. We just did Basket Case and My Mom's a Werewolf. We've got The Crow Wicked Prayer with Edward Furlong and Tara Reid coming out soon next week.
Yeah.
It's
One where David
bad.
Moran should have been the Crow because he's actually got the fucking physique and everything to be an action man.
Yeah, exactly. It's rough. But yeah, we got some other, the Sunday live streams, late night are fun. We've been watching a lot of Tales from the Crypt on those and just watching a lot of weird shit, chilling out, goofing off, hanging out, all that good stuff, just laughing around, about being silly.
Enzo, would you know? Because rumors, so is it official? I just read officially October 15th. That's when the new season of Tales from the Crypt starts.
What?
Is that official? I wasn't sure if you knew about that. So
I haven't heard. I've heard. I heard a while ago that M. Night Shyamalan was trying to bring back Tales from the Crypt, but it was also going to suck because A, it's M. Night Shyamalan, and B, it's like American Horror Story where it's going to be a season story arc. And I'm like, it's not Tales from the Crypt. But I think that fell through. But if that's actually happening, then
find out.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll look it up because of course there's so many fake rumors. It popped to my phone as we're talking. I'm like, is this real?
But yeah, we're already celebrating spooky season. We do it from September 1st all the way to Thanksgiving. So
yeah, I'm watching a few hours as well. I'm playing a little bit of RE1 on Steam. The original RE1. Not the remake. It's
nice.
And yeah, it's fun. It's a nice little bit of nostalgia as well. Just walking around these hallways, backtracking. Just to sort of save some space for items that you need to use to solve puzzles, while also hoping you can still have enough ammo to take down some zombies or nasty body horror monsters.
Another thing that I'm starting a movement basically. But I think that's another reason why we started doing Halloween celebration September 1st. We've got to bring back Halloween. We've got to get back trick-or-treaters. We've got to do this. So we've got to, let it be known that we're not going to be supporting any trunk or treats this Halloween. We've also got to start decorating our houses for Halloween, like right now. We've got to get the kids amped up for Halloween. And the way we do that is we've got to, as adults, advertise that we're going to be giving out candy. We're going to have the candies. We're going to be having the decorations. We're going to be doing trick or treat this year. So we got to start putting the word out now. Like locally, you got to start putting the word out in your neighborhood. Start signaling. Start putting out the signals, the messages. There will be trick or treaters this year.
The past 5 years,
trunk or treat.
Oh, the past 5 years. Past 5 years, mom puts out fucking big signs right in our neighborhood. She has fucking she buys like 4 bags of Reese's, and I come home and say, "Chris, you want to finish these?" And I'm like, "I'm stuck eating fucking Reese's for like 3 weeks straight because we got like 2 trick or treaters." She buys 4 bags. I'm like, "Mom, stop buying 4 bags. Just buy 1 bag." Nobody is doing it in our area, man.
I'm in Texas too, Drew. And yes, I do Christmas from Thanksgiving all the way to end of January. So there's plenty of time to share the holidays. But yeah, like I said, I'm being serious. Like I think we adults need to advertise that there's candy, because the thing is, my old street, we used to get trick or treaters, because people would drive to our neighborhood from other neighborhoods because they knew we had decorations, we had candy. Also, having kids like living on your street, I think is also a part of it. But yeah, I just think that we as adults are kind of letting the kids like stop celebrating Halloween by just like becoming complacent and focusing mostly on us, like our kidding going out and we party, because Halloween's going to be on a weekend this year. I think that, like I said, we need to, I think we all need to do our part as adults to make sure the kids get back to. We need to bring back Halloween. We need to bring back 24-hour Walmart. We need to it's been 5 years, like you said. So we need to do this. So I'm trusting all y'all to do your part and start getting ready for Halloween so the kids can actually do trick or treat and you can actually get fucking trick or treaters. Jesus.
It's just good fun, isn't it? I mean, my wife has actually got some of the Halloween decorations out already. We've already got the living room sort of done a little bit. And because, why not? So, thanks for that, Enzo. Blue Collar, what you got to promote next?
I'm going to make a video on, so The Senior. Michael Chiklis, good film. Me and Sammy did watch War of the Worlds, Ice Cube version, just been busy. And today I played 3 hours of South Park, The Fractured Butthole. It's so great seeing a little kid who's 8 years old grinding on a guy in a strip club and puking and farting on him.
It's such a fucking funny game. That really is. When you go into Mr. Slave's ass as well, Christ, man.
I want to believe that, you know, because I'm not sure what's going on Paramount Plus, but I mean South Park. I'm not sure what's happening this year. I've been hearing good and bad things with South Park. Like,
yeah, I do feel like it's starting to go a bit TDS now. Even I did like the first 2 episodes a little bit, but now it's starting to get like, okay, you didn't make fun of fucking Joe Biden.
Well, now South Park. Now I guess that they're pausing this current season for some reason. Like, why?
Yeah, the problem. Maybe they are backtracking a little bit, saying,
You know
listen,
why?
we don't want to do another Trump episode. We're kind of fed up of
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
now.
Like, I just played Fractured Butthole for 3 hours, and I'm having kids. Like, yeah, and we're fighting drunk and randy. But there's 8-year-olds at a strip club twerking on guys. I'm like, this is South Park. It's South Park. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
guys?
South Park. It's funny because it's
man.
satirizing it all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really? So yeah, Proctor Farley, anything you got left to promote?
Yeah, as I said, this weekend, me and my buddy Flex are going to be interviewing a VTuber singer called Neater Poop. It's going to be amazing. I'm sure.
Neater Poop.
Yeah.
Sounds shit.
Well, that's what he looks like.
Try and catch it.
But
No, seriously, try and catch it. But yeah, okay, man. Anything else before we end the stream?
No, just thank you very much for letting me come on. Would have talked a bit more, but I'm still dehydrated, hungover as shit. But,
that's the best time to go streaming, when you're fucking hungover and you just don't know what the fuck's happening. So yeah, okay. Well, thanks for joining me a lot as well, and thanks for Angry Bootneck for sticking around. Hopefully we can get him on again when he's not too busy, and hopefully not in California this time, you know. And I really hope he got that flame retardant suit ready when he stepped out the door, so for work. So yeah. And anyways, thanks for everyone in the chat: Drew Gordon, English Batches, a lot of Toxicity, RT, Blue as well for the super chats, and Mr. E, and who else? Come on, I do not want to miss anyone out because I'll be bad. Slasher Fred was in there as well. But we've got through a lot of chats at the moment. Drew Gordon, thank you very much. Nix is usually very good at listing everyone straight for me. DJ Play Nice, sorry if I missed you earlier. And Demon Knight 1995, always welcome. Come on, I'm scrolling up because there is a lot of people in chats. Inside Man as well. Kung Fu Hot Dog, yeah. Thinking of Gina, Jason, and Red Heat. It's not Tears. I might have missed that reference earlier. I do apologize. I'll probably message him later about it, and hopefully you got some word on there going on Open Bar. So yeah, still the same names at the moment. Melvin Deeply as well. Thanks for the super chat as well. Blue Collar, obviously, you sent me one. I do not want to miss anybody on this chat, so yeah, do bear with me while I scroll all the way up, because fucking hell, we have got a lot at the moment. So Slasher Fred, I've already talked to him. Trade Wife Sweeney, hope to see you again on the next few streams that I got booked, and maybe more in the future. So Jamalama, thanks for joining us, and I might be getting close to the end now because yeah, because we were a little bit at the beginning. Yep, and that's about it. Thanks for everyone who joined me in the chat, everyone who joined me on the panel. You've all been beautiful bastards, but unfortunately, we're going to have to end. So whether you're beautiful bastards, Northern English or not, thanks for watching. And do remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and to ring that bell in order to be notified. And if you wish to further support this channel, links will be in the description below. No, they are in the description below. But right now, that's us done, and we're off to the pub. Enjoy your weekend, you beautiful bastard.
Baked potato changed my life. Baked potato showed me the way. If you want to know what is wrong from right, you must listen to what potatoes say.
To be good, don't be bad.
Baked potato.
Don't be happy, don't be sad.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say.
Don't be early, don't be late.
Thank you, baked potato.
Always eat what's on your plate.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say. Baked potato.